Salute Black Goose TV family. What's good with it? Happy Saturday night to everybody up out there. Hopefully our day is going absolutely amazing. We up in here for the Fluence Lounge, man. You already know what it is. Got Zen over there. You see his hype. You got the energy, man. What's good with it, Zen? How you feeling? What do you want to tell the people?
Hey, if anybody knows what I was doing, man, they a real one. If y'all can tell me what movie I did that from, I'll cash app you $5.
Get that money. Get that money, Black Goose TV family. But we appreciate everybody, man, as always. You already know what it is, man. It's the normal shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all should be used to this by now. We back up in the thing. We got some boxing to watch, even though I'm going to be 110% with y'all. Personally, I'm not the most excited for this fight, but, you know, it has some big implications, you know, when it comes to the super middleweight division to an extent. It's not as big of a deal as it was, you know, previous to Canelo losing to Bivol. I think now there's, you know, it doesn't have the same, you know, what you say, the stakes to it. But either way, we here. David Benavidez, David Lemieux. That's going to be happening a little bit later tonight, probably way later tonight. The actual card started at 9, so it's the first fight into that card. But there's only that co-main event, main event. So I'm hoping we can get to that main event at least by 10:30. I'm hoping we can get to it before 11 o'clock my time. That'll be beautiful. But either way, we're also going to be reacting to some other things as well, because, of course, we have Floyd Mayweather versus Don Moore happen today. I did not see the fight. Zen didn't see the fight either, so we're going to pull that up. We're going to watch the highlights of that. You guys could go ahead and get our reactions off of that, and hopefully if you guys come up in here and you haven't seen it, you'll be able to see it for the first time. And then we're also going to pull up the Buatsi versus Craig Richards fight. I'm pretty sure Buatsi won. I have not seen anything, whether or not he has, but I'm assuming he did. I heard it was a good fight. We'll do some reactions to those as well. So yeah, man, we in for a good night, and as always, man, it's Fluence Lounge. It's Saturday night, so you know I'm gonna be slowly get influenced as well, so y'all can enjoy that too.
I guess I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna make you tell me what you said more closer to the fight time, because not a lot of people in here right now. So I want people to be in here when you say what you say. So we're gonna wait for that. But Floyd Mayweather is still knocking people out. What you think about that?
Well, it's expected for who he was going against. I think it's just more so about fun now. He went against a sparring partner that he sparred. Like, that was his main sparring partner for like 10 plus years. So, you know, Floyd at the caliber he was, I'm pretty sure he was putting work on him. So Don knew what he was going into. We all knew what he was going into. But from what I've heard about it, it was a pretty entertaining fight. It was a pretty actually entertaining card altogether. Anderson Silva was on the card as well. He was a co-main event. He won his fight. Apparently, Jake Paul said something about his performance. So who knows? That might be his next opponent. So, you know, I think it's dope.
Hey, if he fights the Spider, see, the only thing about Jake Paul is it's sneaky, but it's too risky to bet on him, because I don't know, man. Allegedly, this is all alleged talk, but I don't know, man. Because if he was a knockout Anderson Silva, I don't see that, man. Anderson Silva has great fundamentals, man.
That's the thing. It's like there's big risk on both sides, right? If Jake Paul were to fight Anderson Silva, obviously he's going against probably one of the most skilled boxer that he's fought of his career. So that's dangerous for him. But for Anderson Silva, it's dangerous that if you lose to Jake Paul, no, it's not even that he's old. If Anderson Silva loses to Jake Paul, especially in the fashion like a Tyron Woodley or Ben Askren, I think there's a negative effects that are going to be worse in that scenario when it comes to MMA, UFC, than it was for Woodley and Askren, because we're literally talking about a legend of the sport. The last thing we want to see is Anderson the GOAT Silva face planted by fucking Jake Paul. So that's
you already said he's top 5 ever, right?
Yeah, hell yeah, top 5. Some people is number 1, some people top 3. For me, he's a top 5 definitely.
I
think I have him as 3 for mine. I think
this is the 3 I've heard. John, of course, and then Silva, and then I heard GSP.
Yeah. So you can interchange those for most people. Salute to you, Osmo. Appreciate you being up in the building. How long until the fight? He forgot about it. We got a while until the fight. Showtime on that bullshit, and I don't understand that. Like,
crazy. You got a while before the fight.
I just hate that. It's like we get 2 weeks in a row where I feel like the boxing cards were like, I love the time that the main event started. It started before 11 o'clock. You know, it went through fast, and then now Showtime wants to hit us with a late card where it's like, oh, you just want niggas to be up. But we have a while, last one.
Is that other fight on ESPN?
Which one you talking about?
I don't know. On ESPN right now it says boxing, so I don't know who's supposed to be fighting.
Oh, I'm pretty. ESPN might be putting something on, but David Benavidez and Lemieux, that's Showtime.
Oh, okay.
Nah, Lemieux and David Benavidez hasn't even started yet. It hasn't even started with that. It's literally the first fight of the card, and it's a 3-fight card. Jake Paul's a safe bet. Every fight he's been in so far, he's been like double the size of the other dude. He won't be that much bigger than Anderson Silva, though. I'll say that.
Silver, what, 6'1", 6'2"?
Yeah, 6'2", and a solid probably like 200.
And got a
Snapped
reach.
his leg again off the jaw. Yeah, and it got longer reach. It is the age factor, and it was like as much as I do believe Silva would piece Jake up in the sense of like obviously he's a better boxer, but I'm like Jake is fucking 24 years old. Like, what happens when he lands a flush right hand to Silva? Like, is he going to be able to take that? And that's what people have to realize. I know we love boxing. We're such boxing purists. We're fun of like he's infiltrating the sport, but at the end of the day, it's like, look, the nigga's choosing his opponents wisely to start off. So it's like as much as we know Silva's a more skilled fighter, skilled boxer than Jake. Brother's 40 years old. He's fragile.
What? Silver's 47.
Shit. I gave that man 47 years old. He's fragile, and it's like if Silva keeps continuing to go, because it's like okay, Silva beat Julio Chavez Jr. Right? Oh well, if he was able to beat Julio Chavez Jr., then he can beat Jake Paul. Well,
No.
Yeah, there's a big difference because it's a motivation factor.
You also gotta remember, Chavez don't have no knockout power,
and also Chavez Jr. Man, he's been at the top since he was born. So at no time did he feel like, especially, and then he went into a sport where at one point he had to prove himself. And when he felt like he did, he just said, fuck it. So he never really had that type of drive. Jake is still at the point right now where he's really trying to prove, like you can tell, like this nigga was really trying to prove himself in this sport. And so that's going to go a long way because it comes down to preparation too. So he'll prepare. If Silva loses, if he fights Anderson Silva, I would actually expect Jake Paul to knock him out, as fucked up as that sounds. I would be very surprised if he didn't. I'm like, if you're able to knock out a just getting out of his prime, Tyron Woodley, literally had just fought, or let's say even not knock him out, but if you were able to go to decision, beat Tyron Woodley, literally just got released from the UFC, just got done doing a full training camp to fight someone like Kobe Covington, and you beat him in a decision. Then after that, even though Tyron was short notice, he didn't train, you knocked him out. It's hard for me to believe he wouldn't be able to do the same thing to a 47-year-old Anderson Silva.
That's just, I don't even want to talk about that man, bro. I can't.
Woodley is not, because Woodley is not the GOAT, but goddamn it, he's one of the he's top 3 welterweights of all time in UFC. You can't take that away from him. So
you know what his new Instagram name is?
It's probably gonna be something stupid.
It's called The Realist. That's what he said. That's what he calls himself these days. The Realist.
He's not wrong though. Shit, when that nigga got knocked out, he posted that shit and said, roast me, nigga. So that's some real ass shit. Can't take that away from him. Nigga ain't shying away from it. He's all in on the hey, I got knocked out by Jake Paul factor. I can't blame him though. Because I'm pretty sure he's making a lot of money right now.
Nothing worse than when his mom was just laughing at the top of her lungs with Jake Paul's mom, bro. He just,
because they knew they got that long money from that. That's why his mama was like, "See, that's why I love my son. This nigga did everything that is so says his." I don't want to be disrespectful, but that's what happens a lot of times when you a brother and you're born into a family with a lot of women, and unfortunately the daddy ain't around, and you got to be the man. You got to be the nigga to put yourself on the line and, put yourself out there to make sure the rest of the family is straight. And that's what Woodley did. That's why I respect him. Because I'm like, at the end of the day, that bag that he got from Jake Paul and that relationship he's going to build with Jake Paul, he's going to be set for the rest of his life. His kid's going to be set for the rest of his life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it is a long, like, I respect it that way. He was like, shit, I'm embarrassed myself, so my kids never got to do this shit.
If you look at it that standpoint, then that's the ultimate sacrifice for real.
Absolutely. His kid could be the next Jake Paul now, nigga.
The next
for
Jake
real.
Paul.
He can be like, hey, yo, Jake Paul, because he got like 3-4 kids. He can be like, hey, yo, get him in the social media. Like, the doors that he opened up by doing this, man, I don't understand, man. Or maybe I do, but you got to understand, like, in this world, when it comes to, like, putting yourself out there, have you noticed the biggest rewards come from humiliation? If you put yourself out there and get humiliated in this world.
We know that, though. We already know about the humiliation. Come on, man. I don't even want to get into it like that. You feel me? I don't want to get into a turn. You already know what we are. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the stages. You feel me? Because think about the 2011 finals. What was that? Ain't looked back since.
That's a fact. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? This
03. I ain't gotta see. You already know what I'm talking about in 03.
I know. It's just interesting, nigga.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. What's good with it, Ebony and Sweet? How much money will he get paid? I think he got straight like 2 million, 3 million, or something like that, close to five.
Probably more.
And that was before pay-per-view points. He got pay-per-view points as well. So he probably walked away close to like 8 mil, 9 mil. And that's just one fight. The first fight, I think he got a straight 1 mil, 2 mil. And the second fight, he got like 8.
That boy lost one crazy, boy.
At the end of the day, if I was offered that money, he wouldn't have to hit me. I'd let. That's what I'm saying too. I'm like, man, I'm like, it's like I get it to a certain extent where people want to have fun, make fun of them, like, oh, you lost. But I'm like, yo, do you guys understand that's life changing money, yo? I'm like, there's families. They can go through 3 generations and they will never touch the amount of money that nigga made in that one. It's like it's the world be so weird to me sometimes because it's like it's almost crazy that you if you really look at it, it's like there's really motherfuckers walking this world who literally got like 50 mil in the bank or something like that, right? And there's people walking this world who don't got nothing in the bank, and we all have to coexist. So it's like it's sometimes I'm like, man, it's the world we live on is such a crazy duality, dog. And everybody just trying to find a way to just run through that thing. You can do a lot with 3 million. You can do a whole shitload with 3 million. God damn it. Now that, man, shit. Everybody always be like, man, invest, all that type of stuff. Yeah, you can definitely invest, but I'm like, man, fuck investing, nigga. Go buy you a couple properties, nigga, and just hold that shit. Put the rest away in the bank. And nigga, those couple properties right there will be able to, you know what I'm saying, close to double whatever you had, or at least you're gonna have something you can pass down to your kids where, you know what I'm saying, everything is paid off and they can just, you know, get the residuals from it. Because that's how I look at property or real estate. If you're not like in it to do the fix and flips and all that stuff and really make a lot, I'm like, a lot of times I'm like, if you set you doing something on the side or you got a bag or whatever the case may be, if you go buy a couple properties, that's for your kids. You pay that off in your lifetime, and then when you pass away, you just pass that down to your kid, and then your kid could just sell that straight out. You know what I'm saying? And have 100K in a bank account. You know what I'm saying?
Depending on what it is, it could be millions.
Well, I doubt you're not gonna get a property for no millions. Not no regular nigga.
Oh, I thought you meant like Tyron.
No, I'm saying for a regular person.
Oh, I mean, shit. Depending on where you at, I mean, minimum house is, you know, in Cali like 300K, 400K. So shit, if you get that and pay that off, man, that young man right there gonna have money.
Yeah, that's still not millions though. That's a big difference from millions, nigga.
Well, that's the minimum. I'm just saying, you feel me? If they go and get $1 million house, it could go up in property value.
But that's like we talking about 1% though. I'm like nobody. I'm like 5% of the world are buying $1 million properties. So you know what I'm saying. Realistically, if you're gonna look for a property as regular Schmo Joe, you'll probably be in the 100K to 300K range. And if you get that, usually if you're not in real estate looking to fix and flip and all that type of stuff, then most likely buy it, pay it off. When you're ready to pass away, make sure you have a will and then pass it down to your kids or pass it down to someone. You know what I'm saying? You want them to have an easy life. Because if you pass down like I said, if you pass down even if the property's worth like 80K, that's why like people be trying to like jump numbers. I'm like, nah, be realistic. Even if the property's worth fucking 70K, you pay that off, you pass away, your kid has it at 22, he can sell that for 70K. He has 70K in his bank account. Didn't have to work for shit.
So what if you don't make a will before you die? Then what? What happens?
If you don't make a will before you die and you have things in your possession like a property and you end up passing away, your kids can still benefit off it. Say if you have one kid, they'll still be able to sell it, but it has to go through probate, which means that once it goes through probate, it's just going to take a lot longer for them to get the money. So if I have a will and I'm saying, hey, I'm passing it down to them, they can literally just sell the house right away, get the cash. If I don't do that, which a lot of people actually don't do, a lot of people do not write their wills. I'm learning a lot of people do not write wills, and a lot of people do not get life insurance. And I don't understand why. Because we'll get car insurance, we'll pay rent, we'll pay phone bills, we'll pay AT&T bills, but we won't get life insurance. So that makes no sense. So I know for me, like when I turn 30, I'm gonna get my life insurance. So, but yeah, so that's the only difference. But people, my young black people, you know what I'm saying? If you decide to own something, man, write a will, especially if you have kids or if you have family members that are younger than you, if you have nephews, whatever, you want, make sure they have something, write a will, goddammit. Because if you don't write a will, that shit can go to the government. Ebony, you was lit last night. I was lit than a motherfucker, bro. I was lit, yo. I had a good ass time last night, though, man. There were so many beautiful women. So many beautiful women. Makes me a little upset that I ain't going out tonight, which I'm still not sure. It's just it started raining, it's thundering and shit. So but there's so many. So I doubt there's gonna be a lot of women out there. But there were so
It's
many
funny. I
beautiful
just see it. Just like you.
women. I was up, dog. It was a good time, man. It was a good time. Appreciate everybody up in there.
I can't even hear what you saying, but it's like you like you in a rap video.
I was playing music, which in the beginning I
Oh,
just had
okay.
music on. So I
I
was
was-
lit in the beginning. I was I was playing music. I was playing Reese Youngin. And I was like, wait, why the fuck am I playing other niggas' music? I'm like, nigga, I need to be playing our music. So I started playing our music. And then I just went into like this epic rap of proportions. So I didn't know if I was gonna keep it up at the end. I was like, man, I'm probably gonna take this down. I don't need to keep it up. But R West was like, nah, bro, keep this shit up. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna keep it up.
He had you a star moment. That boy Star get on. I don't give a damn tonight. Get that algorithm. He be going up, boy.
Ebony Sweet say you gotta do more broadcasts. Tell us about your night life. All right, I'm gonna start doing that more because I'm like I'll be having when I do go out, I'll be having some stories, man, because I always end up yeah, man. I take my chances with these hoes.
Yeah, man.
I take my chances with these hoes. So I always got a goddamn story. Like I was telling Zen, man, I pulled up on her. It was I didn't know, but I seen a chick. She was very attractive. I was like, man, I want to go say something to her. I gotta go say. So I pulled up on her. Yo, you look good. Like, can I get social media number? What's good? Like, what you want? She was like, oh no. I'm like, I ain't finna be on that. I'm like, you gotta talk to my girlfriend. And I ain't finna disrespect my girlfriend. I was like, wait, what you mean? Like y'all together type thing? What you mean? That's your girl? Like, what you need permission from her? She said, yes. I can't do nothing unless she says something.
Damn.
I was like, oh damn. So I was like, y'all hear the thunder and shit. I was like, oh damn. So I got to talk to her first. She's like, yeah. So I went over. I had to talk to her. She ended up being into me more than that chick. So I was like, that shit was wild. But she was. They both look good. They both look good as hell. It was good times though, man. But we here though. Fluence Lounge, baby. We finna get this is the nightlife, man. This is nightlife right here, man. For this, we getting lit up in this thing to the time. I'm just mad it's raining, bro.
Yeah, I did.
I'm like, I was really planning on, man, going out, but now I'm like, shit, I might end up.
You went out yesterday, right? Oh yeah,
yeah, but I want to go out tonight too, though. I want to have some fun. Next weekend, though, finna be lit. Next weekend, y'all. I'm gonna figure something out for y'all. I'm gonna figure something out, but it's gonna be lit. I'm going to the ATL, and see a lot of y'all think, oh, you going to the ATL? You finna bring around more than beautiful black queens. Nah, this will happen. My cousin somehow he tapped in with the snow bunny, so. Yeah. I'm actually going to be around the snow buddies in ATL. So that's going to be very interesting because I don't usually dabble in the white, respectfully. But I love everybody on my dose.
I'm going to leave that alone.
And I was in like, I dabble in it. Nigga, I'll make a snow
I'm
angel.
talking about me.
I'll make a snow angel in that joint. It was a 2-for-1 deal. It was. Like a 2-piece for $10.
You retarded, man.
Slow. Are you still watching the playoffs?
Yeah, they jumping the ball right now. Boss. I mean, the Heat.
By how much?
9.
What, second quarter?
Fourth.
Oh, fourth. How much time is left?
8:30.
Man, so Kyle Lowry really make that difference, man. That shows you. Yeah. No. Obviously he does. That shows you Kawhi is overrated. So I'm not even good at that. I still believe that to this day. Come on, man. That's a fact. But
hey, y'all, that playoff stuff. You make it seem like he didn't hooping.
I'm not saying he didn't. They tried to overrate it like he's really that nigga. Like he hasn't been on like 2 amazing ass teams with amazing systems. You know what I'm saying? Spurs had the best system in the world.
That's how I felt about Steph though. That's why I was saying I'll take AI. I'm like,
and I agree with you on that. Yeah. I don't disagree with you on Steph. I feel
but like a lot of people, bro, I'm telling you, a lot of people was taking Steph over KD and AI. I'm just thinking like, I guess people's eyes is just so broken these days or something, man. I'm like, I don't know how you look at a nigga like KD and think like, I'm going to take Stephen Curry over him.
But I think it's just because Steph is more, I don't know, I guess it's just, that's why it has to be. Like, I couldn't think of anything else. They were the same team his entire career, married his entire career, family, light-skinned nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, clean-cut dude, looks like someone, regular motherfucker. That's what I think. Like, oh, my God, he could do it. Maybe I can do it. Like, that's what I'd be thinking. It'd be that type of mindset rather than like,
Bravado.
oh, Kevin Durant is fucking 6'10", so of course he should be doing that shit, or you know, AI, yeah, he was only like 6'1", but look at his athleticism.
Not
No,
no
he wasn't.
60.
I know you. We both remember. We both talked about. I said he was shorter than that, but I forgot who came up here and said he was like 5. They said
5'10".
about 5'10",
So I
5'11",
was at
but
the club with him in Philly.
yeah.
He's 5'10". He was like, all right, there you go.
All right, we got the accurate stats. There we go. But I'm like you know, there's still that thing about the thing about AI is because he hasn't reached the levels of Steph and KD, if that makes sense, as far as success. So people are automatically going to discredit him because they're like, well, he only went to that one final, so that's nothing compared to Steph winning these rings, and you know, so
That man won MVP over Shaquille O'Neal.
and I'm just for me, it's a different era. That's why I said
I
you
don't
can't
want to
compare
hear
eras
it.
like that.
I don't think Steph Curry could ever win MVP over Shaquille O'Neal. I'm sorry.
No, I agree. I agree. I agree 100%. Hey, everybody too who's coming up in here, by the way. I'm actually not paying at all attention to the card for David Lemieux versus David Benavidez, but it's a 3-fight card, so it's not going to actually be the main event for a minute. But what we are going to do soon, we're getting very close to the point. I'm actually waiting until my food gets delivered, then I want to do it. But these motherfuckers are delaying like a little bit. But I'm trying. I want to look at the Joshua Buatsi and Craig Richards fight first, and then we'll do the Floyd Mayweather one after because Buatsi and Craig Richards had a lot more weight. When is the
Usyk and the Joshua fight supposed?
They haven't set a date. That's what's being weird. That's the weird thing about that. They have not set a date. They keep speculating. What happened?
Bam just dunked on Jaylen Brown with 2 hands. It was crazy.
Skull Heat, baby. You know who I'm rooting for. I already said what my finals are. Heat versus Golden State. But we're going to take a look at the Buatsi Richards fight first. I haven't seen that. Just reaction, look at it together. And then after we're gonna do the Don Moore Floyd Mayweather. I see Ebony and Sweet talking shit. We got another food delivery. I didn't know.
This dude love that DoorDash, man. I'm like, man, bro, go get your food. Why would they go get the food? Well, dude, bring it to there. Oh, lazy ass motherfucker, man.
It's raining out there, y'all. It's raining. There's lightning. All types of crazy shit. And so I'm like, let me be safe and put somebody else in danger to order. No, I'm playing. Nah, yeah, I am being lazy. So I'm not afraid to admit it. That's just how I am. That's just the way
don't think he can't drive, folks, because I was out there with him for a week. Well, like
that's just the way a week, it is.
Like 5 to 6 days. And he drove fine perfectly. There was not a moment in time where I felt like I was unsafe. He drove at any hour of the night. So don't let this man fool you and think that he can't drive.
Shit, last night, I'm like, Ebony Sweet, you seen how lit I was on that goddamn video. I'm like, shit, I drove back home just fine in that motherfucker. I actually had to stop myself.
He was off of coffee, y'all. He wasn't off of nothing else but coffee.
Nigga, coffee?
Yeah, man. He was lit off that coffee.
This nigga crazy. Coffee nasty, the motherfucker.
He's all coffee.
Hey, man. Hey, look. See, I got the okay.
Who letting him off the hook? He's still lazy. I ain't letting nobody off the hook, boy.
Watch Fluence still go out late.
He will.
Hey, you want? Hey, what's crazy? Last one for you saying that was crazy about that shit is yesterday I wasn't finna go out. Yesterday I was not gonna go out. Y'all want to know what made me be like, I'm finna go out? This is some bullshit too. Because I told Zen too. I was like, man, I came home. I don't even feel like going no more. I wasn't gonna do shit. What made me go out was I went to the corner store and I wanted to give me some Doritos and a water. And when I rolled up in there was a little thick joint up in there. I was like, she looked good. And I was like, damn, there's a little thick joint in the corner store. If I go out, man, it's probably gonna be just bad women. And then that's all I need. I went back to the crib, nigga changed, got in my car, hopped out, nigga. That boy said, I went back in the change. He just did his fool.
Hey, all the Depots out here locking up, bro. He didn't throw the ball from Jaylen Brown and Tatum. Oh my God, Jaylen Brown just beat on that shit though.
Did Oladipo play in the last games?
Yeah, he just didn't do nothing.
I remember when Oladipo was that nigga, man.
Jason Tatum hurt though, man.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be the Heat and the Warriors in the finals, man.
Jason Tatum hurt.
Is anyone? Let me ask you this. Let me ask Zen. Let me ask Ebony Sweet. Last one. Anybody up in here, man? Does anyone give a fuck about this fight, David Lemieux versus David Benavidez?
I don't think so, man. It's not looking like it's a very popular fight tonight.
isn't it? I feel like personally, the only reason anybody cares about David Benavidez at this point is because of the Canelo shit. Like, I just feel like it's just clout to the fullest. But there's people that really will be in the comments like David Benavidez is gonna destroy everybody, and I'm just like, that's cool. I respect it, but
He don't want no Boo Boo fade. I'll tell you that right now. Boo Boo will destroy that man. He's too plain for Boo Boo. You gotta have something to you, in my opinion, to go beat Boo Boo.
man, nobody want Boo Boo, man. Everybody's avoiding Boo Boo, but people be like, okay, well, who he's, you know what I'm saying? Who he fight? Ebony Sweet said, not really. I'm watching because I'm tired of basketball right now. I can respect it. You're not. Well, let me ask you this: you're not going for anybody right now in the playoffs, Ebony Sweet. There's nobody. I'm gonna be 100 with you when it comes to the playoffs. Now where it's at, it's kind of for me. I'm not that interested in it just because I don't know. I guess I wasn't really interested in the whole year, so I can't really. I don't know.
Why do we call him David Benavidez and his name is Anthony?
Nicknames. Like his real name is Anthony, but they call him David. There's some people like that. Like some dude's real name is Dick, and they call him Peter. That was a terrible example.
You just said like
I love how we just stopped.
Said like Robert, and they call him Bobby, nigga.
That's all I could think of. Nigga.
This nigga crazy. Benavidez about to be 26 this year, man.
You're not 24?
He's 25. His birthday is the 17th of December. He's Sagittarius, like you.
I be trying to keep niggas young so I can stay young. God damn it, shit.
So Anthony Durrell is weak.
He's not weak, but when he fought him, he was way past his prime. Like Durrell shouldn't even be fighting anymore.
Javon Love, Jalon Love, you don't even gotta speak on him. I already know he doogie draws, boy. I don't care.
God bless that man. He got his bag through Jake Paul. So I respect his hustle. I'm like, that nigga see Jake Paul doing it for real. He said, look,
he got a bad chick, boy. What's her name? I think I still follow her. Tandra.
She was bad. I don't know about now.
What?
Time will tell for us all.
You crazy, boy. She bussing.
Man, I'm cool on that.
It's not focused. That's all it is. Boom. This guy's crazy.
Hey, man, I'm telling you right now, we go on, you know what I'm saying? We go to the downtown, nigga, where I'm at right now. There's 500 bitches that look way better than that.
Hey, there y'all go, y'all. He's fun to go out tonight, man. You heard him. You heard it here first, folks.
I'm not going out if it's raining, nigga. Ebony Sweet, you don't like Luka Doncic. Why don't nobody like Luka, man? I would love for the Mavs to make it to the playoffs. I mean, make it to the finals, but they're not.
Luka has the same effect that Bird had. Nobody wants to give him his credit because they don't think he's better than like a LeBron or KD or something like that, or Giannis.
3 years old. You can't compare him to them.
It doesn't matter. That's how it is, though. That's how, you know what I'm saying? At that time, I'm just saying that's how people feeling. Like they're not trying to give him his props because it's like, you feel me? They're not trying to, you feel me? It's like Bird. Like Bird was cold back then, but I mean, some people loved him, but a lot of people like, oh, forget Bird. Magic. Jordan. You know what I mean? Cream. Dr. J. Like that's just what it was. Like I just feel like the same thing. Like you got your guys in the league that people still love, Steph, your Brons, you feel me? Your KDs, Giannis's, now Joker's in the mix. Like people just like forget Luka. They probably think he overhyped or something. I think Luka is phenomenal for his space. He's like a mix of Paul Pierce and Bron. Like not like in term. I'm talking about Bron as far as like getting everybody involved, but like a Paul Pierce pace. You know, like he doesn't move fast. Like, but he knows how to get to his spots whenever he wants to.
I actually agree with you, like 100% on the Paul Pierce. I haven't heard anybody compare him to Paul Pierce. As soon as you said Paul Pierce, I was like, wow, that's because I don't think he's like Larry Bird. Me personally, I don't think he's like LeBron. I think people say he's like LeBron because of his statistics.
I'm just talking about as far as his. I'm talking about as far as just getting his team involved. That's what I meant, like the LeBron aspect. Like LeBron always had his teams involved.
I would just the reason why I don't say LeBron is because of just Luka will never be athletically on his level.
That's what, but that's the only difference. That's what I'm saying.
Older,
but I'm talking about as far as the passes and stuff, like how he goes in there and he tracks the defense and he'll scoop it over. Like I'm not saying he passes great as Bron. I'm just saying I see like just how he gets his team involved.
I'm not saying one is greater than the other. I'm just saying, me personally, I love the Paul Pierce comparison. I wouldn't say LeBron. I would say Jason Kidd. I think it's a mixture of Paul Pierce and Jason Kidd. I think that makes a lot more sense. I can't compare him to LeBron. LeBron, especially when he was at that age. Yes, LeBron was a facilitator, but he demanded so much more attention on the court. Now he took shit over. It was just a lot different. Like the
Yeah, I
game.
mean LeBron, his first step was still crazy. To this day, I just remember him going by Boston in and out and dunked on KG, and I think it was Paul Pierce. I was like,
And that's why I think also Dallas is thriving under Jason Kidd, because I think Jason Kidd understands that
oh
there's
my
a lot of
God, PJ
similarities.
Tucker's trash. My bad. I'm so sorry, bro. He had a
No,
wide open layup. He just threw it on the other side of the rim. I can't
but
believe
that's
what I
that's
seen.
that's also why I think they're having the best. They're having this type of success that they're having under Jason Kidd, is because Jason Kidd, the way he played was very similar to Luka as far as assists, getting the team involved, et cetera, et cetera. And then the pace, the scoring wise, I compare that to Paul Pierce. I wouldn't have even thought about Paul Pierce before you saying that. Um, you know, I got applaud like that. That's a perfect comparison in my opinion, because it's almost like, how the fuck is this dude getting to these spots and getting these shots, and he seems like he's moving slow as hell. That was Paul Pierce. But then when it came to the facilitating aspect of it, I would say more Jason Kidd than LeBron. But you can interswap those. It all just depends on what your taste buds is, I guess you could say. But salute to the people, man. Everybody who came up in here. I know a lot of y'all like, damn, y'all talking a whole lot about basketball. We supposed to be talking
Man, ain't
boxing.
nobody even jumping in about this David. I ain't seen nobody in this chat even mention nobody no David Benavidez, boy.
Well, we're definitely not going to mention David Benavidez or David Lemieux until that fight starts. I appreciate it. Love them both. Salute to the people. That's going to be a very good fight. But what we will do is we're going to take some looks at some other fights that have happened today. That we weren't able to see, so we can discuss on the stream. We just wanted to get you guys warmed up. 30 minutes into this goddamn thing, real quick. It's fourth quarter on the Miami Heat Boston Celtics game. How many minutes is left? Who's winning? How is it looking so far?
It's 3 minutes left. Miami up 4.
What are you thinking? Who do you think is gonna pull this one off?
I don't know, man. After I seen PJ blow that wide open layup, man, anything could happen.
Is Jason Tatum? Is he injured? Or is he back?
Now he's back now. I don't. He was
So
holding
he's
his leg
good.
like it was over, nigga. I don't know,
And
man.
Marcus Smart is playing, correct?
Yeah, he's back on the court too now. They both. I don't know, bro. I'm not saying that something didn't happen, but I'm like, I don't know, bro.
Okay, all right. Sounds like a good ass game. So Zen's gonna keep us in tune on the Boston Celtics Miami Heat game. What I'm doing right now, I am pulling up the Joshua Buatsi
Every time you saying Joshua, I'm just thinking about to say Anthony for some reason.
versus Richards. If I can find the full fight, I'll try and pull that up instead of the highlight. But if I can't find the full fight, well, we got fight highlights for it strictly from the zone.
That was a bad shot, Kyle.
Let's see.
I don't know why you looking at the ref like he was supposed to bail you out.
By the way, you guys don't know, Craig Richards actually fought Dimitri Bivol and had a close decision with him. All right, so it looks like we don't have anything here.
Overall run, crazy.
So we're gonna have to do the highlights through the zone. So the zone's probably gonna go ahead and copyright it, but it's all good.
Oh, they'll copyright it?
Yeah, copyright it and then demonetize it, but it's no big deal. Everyone here. Sorry about that, guys. You heard that.
They don't got nothing else from nowhere else?
No, I was looking. You got Joshua Buatsi versus Craig. How many people are gonna respectfully clip that and take the chance to get in their YouTube channel? Took it down to put the full fight of that. You know what I'm saying? Not too many. Now, if it's AJ versus fucking Usyk, everyone's gonna do it. It's worth it because you can get like 300,000 views in like 24 hours and then take it down before you get. But I'm like, you have to be a real boxing head to be like, let me take a chance.
They have the full fight on there? I thought she was doing highlights.
For the zone, they have the highlights. No one else though has any highlights up, and that's probably because the zone put out their highlights so quickly. So, watching the Nunes versus Figueiredo right now on Showtime. That's the co-main event, I want to say, for David Benavidez and David Benavidez and David Lemieux, I believe.
Hopefully, it's a knockout, man. I doubt it though. I don't even see women get knocked out these days, bro. Like in boxing.
Shit, boxing or MMA, nigga. The only people who be knocking anybody out in both boxing and MMA is Jessica Andrade. It's the only bitch.
And Nunez, she was.
Well, she was. Shit.
Cyborg, she was doing it for a cool minute.
I give it to who was the other chick who did it? Um, damn, I can't remember. It was one more chick. I can't remember. Whatever. How's that fight?
Wow.
What happened? What happened?
Bam hit a crazy double clutch jumper.
So
Oh
what,
my!
they up by what? 6?
8, 6, yeah, 6 now.
Let's go,
Bam
Miami,
got
baby.
29 and 10, boy. 14
Remember
for
what I
21.
said? I predicted y'all go back to one of the older podcasts. I said, look, it's a match.
Oh, that's good. That's right there, Kyle. Go, Debo, go.
Actually, Zen came at me. Zen was like, who do you think is going to be in the finals? I told him, I said, it's going to be Golden State and Heat. But Golden State is not going to do it. Well, you remember that, huh?
Golden State, no Heat.
I did Golden State. I did. I said Golden State Heat.
No,
Because I remember I said
Golden State and Heat. You did not.
I know that's what I just said.
I'm talking about before the playoffs started. You did not predict
not
Golden
before,
State.
But once the playoffs start, like it was like a couple podcasts ago, we were like, "Who you think is going to be in the finals?" And I said Golden State and Heat. You was going crazy, like Golden State ain't finna and then Bucks and I was like, man, I'm telling you. And I might have changed my tune on the Heat, but I stuck behind Golden State.
Yeah,
but you was coming at me,
maybe, but not the Heat, bro.
I said Golden State for sure.
Yeah,
I remember. I've been rocking with Golden State since before the playoffs. I've been telling you Golden State was gonna make it to the finals.
You were saying Bucks.
I didn't say the Bucks. I know I didn't say the Bucks because I'm not a big Giannis fan.
But I'm talking about once the Brooklyn lost, you say yeah, probably Giannis don't go there now. Because you was like, you didn't believe in Philly.
I remember I said it was the Bucks. No, you're right. I lied. I said it was Philly. It was Philly and Golden State. That was my choice. I never said.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Look,
I did say Golden State though, so fuck out of here, nigga. That's 1 out of 2, nigga.
It's all because Chris Paul, man, he choked it, man. He choked again. Choked the bag off, man. That's all he did, man. He choked.
Nah, he ain't. It wasn't on Chris Paul. It's just Devin Booker ain't who y'all said he was.
What you mean?
Devin Booker ain't who y'all said he was.
Chris Paul had 0 points in the first half.
Man, fuck out of here, man. Chris Paul. Let's see, this is the same shit y'all did to him when he was when he had James Harden. Then later, everyone's like, oh, now I appreciate Chris Paul and James Harden is who he is because y'all see the shit later, man. It's the same niggas that be like, oh, Chris Paul wasn't the best player on the team. Devin Booker's the best player on the team. But then when someone loses, y'all like, oh, I'm gonna put everything on Chris Paul. Chris Paul carried this team throughout the playoffs. Devin Booker was not consistently playing in the playoffs. When he was not there, Chris Paul took over. So when he came back, it was on Devin Booker to be that guy, and he was not. Simple as that. It don't matter if Chris Paul scored 30 points. If Devin Booker continued to play the way he played, they would have lost. So all this shit trying to put it on Chris Paul choking again is just the same old narrative that niggas like to stick to. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy to me.
So in the Clippers, what did he do?
Who, Chris Paul? That nigga was the only reason the Clippers were relevant during that time.
I remember him up 3-1 against the Rockets and smoked it.
And you just made my point. He was up 3-1. It wasn't Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan because both them niggas is cheeks after Chris Paul left. So he made that team. So it's like we be so
the team was good though. JJ Redick was averaging.
None of that matters. Like that's an irrelevant meaning to the point. We're trying to discredit someone who was able to utilize what was in front of him and what he had around him and be able to get to a certain extent. And then when he's not able to get past that point, we put all the blame on him rather than being like, well, wait, I'm like, you telling me Clippers had a good team, then why aren't you saying nothing about JJ, Blake Griffin, DeAndre? What you saying the Rockets have a good team, and no one wants to say about how bad James Harden played, how he missed games, etc. Blah blah blah. Like no one wants to say that. Niggas want to criticize James now, but I remember back then, Chris Paul and James Harden, everyone criticized Chris Paul, and James Harden was the golden child. And then move on. Let's move back forward. Always going over to OKC. He finna be trash. And then I said, Chris Paul is that nigga. Chris Paul has been my. I've always loved Chris Paul since Wake Forest. When he was at Wake Forest, he was one of my favorite college players when I was younger nigga. So I've always been in support of Chris Paul. So it's like I've seen how people wanted to put certain type of narrative. Oh, he doesn't. After the Clippers shit, the narrative was, oh, he can't do nothing in the playoffs. He a point guard. It's very rare a point guard is able to lead a team to the promised land without having some, beneficial factor that's able to carry the load outside of them scoring, because he's a traditional point guard. So he needs someone there that can be a traditional scorer to make big buckets as well. And he's never had that. Niggas want to say, oh, we had Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan. Well, we show that's not that was faulty. That was false. Oh, yeah, James Harden. Well, we've seen how that's going. And I like James. But if the nigga don't like what's going on, he says, fuck
that nigga defense attorney all year.
That's what I'm saying. I still will, but I'm just saying, I'm like that. Then he went over to OKC when he had people really rocking with him at OKC. He didn't have a second option, but it showed how good he was. went to
Because
Phoenix.
see,
Now
that's
he had a
why.
second option with Devin Booker, and look how far they went. It's just Devin
Exactly.
Booker. He dropped the bag this year. Devin Booker did not show up in the playoffs this year.
No, he for sure wasn't like he was the other year. It was only been 1 year, but last year.
So I'm like,
But
stop disrespecting
But
that man.
that's what
Chris
I'm
Paul,
saying.
man.
With AI, I give him so much more credit because I'm like, he took a team to the finals. I don't give a damn who he beat. He took them joints to the finals. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, I don't give a damn if his accolades don't add up to other people's. I'm just like, bro, I promise you, Steph Curry is not taking that Philadelphia 76ers team to the finals. I don't give a damn how good he shoot.
Think about how effective Allen Iverson was at such a young age, too. People don't want to put that into perspective because we're a what have you done for me lately type of, you know what I'm saying, society. Do you understand the longevity of what AI was doing when he first came out of Georgetown? He made an impact instantly
23-7, I remember.
and followed it on. A lot of people don't understand. Steph Curry didn't make an impact into the league until he was about 4 to 5 years in. Okay?
They wasn't even making the playoffs, bro.
So please, can we put those things into perspective? But we don't want to talk about that. We just want to talk about, oh, well, in the last 5, 6 years, he's won this amount of chips. Now he's back again. It's like, okay, yes, I respect that to fully. I respect that fully. But if we're going to compare the two, let's have the entire narrative. Let's not chop up the narrative to make someone look better. But that's what most people do because it's like, if you're a fan of Steph, you're going to remember more so what Steph has done than AI. For me, I'm not more of a fan than either one, but I definitely remember both. Actually, you could kind of say I'm more of a fan than Steph, honestly. Just because, you know what I'm saying, I love that motherfucker when he was in Davidson. So, and the reason why I know how his beginning years in the NBA went is because I thought he was going to come out going crazy. And it was like, damn, he may not ever pan out because of all the ankle problems he was having. So, whatever. Y'all had me going around. You had me going on random rant. I didn't want to go there.
All I know is AI used to have them same problems, boy, and go get 40. I remember he would twist his ankle and people were like,
In a rougher league, yeah.
And play 44 minutes, bro.
I agree.
I've never seen Steph average 40 minutes a game, bro. I'm not trying to say that's the milestone you have to have. I'm just telling you about how valuable Allen Iverson was to his team. The fact that he knew I had to play 40 plus minutes. He led the league in minutes 8 years. Not in a row, but 8 years. 8 years out of his whole career, he led the league in minutes. How's a dude 5'10", $160, leading the league in minutes continuously and be able to lead his teams to the playoffs? Now, he might have not always gotten out the first round or whatever, et cetera, but he didn't have nobody. And I'm like, that's a lot to carry when you 5'10", you feel me, and have to go against some of the top athletes at that time, you feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just, ooh, Jaylen Brown got 40 and they about to lose. That's disheartening. But yeah, man, AI, man. You know what I'm saying? Like Steph just made the three very popular in a sense. You know what I'm saying? That's fine. That's cool. He had some crazy threes he was hitting. He's hitting what, 13 threes in a game? Excuse me, 13 threes in the game. I think he's had 12 before, 11. You know what I'm saying? He's really making a lot of threes, but I'm just like, he's also had a lot of distractions. You know what I'm saying? He could be a focal point. People are like, well, he runs off screens. I'm just like, bro, like AI didn't have the you know type of team constructed around him for him to just be like, oh well, I'll just run around screens and just get open and just shoot and fire. I'm not saying that AI shot anywhere near Steph from the three, but as far as just getting buckets, like AI has done that at a higher level than Steph ever done, in my opinion. Like he averaged 33 points in a defensive-minded league. Like, come on, man. Scores was like 77 to 78. You know what I mean? He's getting 40 of those points and leading his team to a victory. Like, not saying Steph can't do it. That's what people, oh, Steph can do that too. Did you not see what he did? Like, bro, we ain't talking about almost making the playoffs, him doing the play-in game, averaging 32. Like, yeah, that looks good. Don't get me wrong, but I'm like, if you're not getting at least to the playoffs, like, you just scoring to score. You know what I mean? All right. You know, he was scoring to score, man. You did all that and you just came up short. It'd be crazy, bro. When I be seeing some of these fans, bro, they really be like tuned into the game, man. He be like
Well,
going up.
that's because, you know what I'm saying, especially if you like saved up for them, you know what I'm saying, to be there, whatever the case may be, or you're not usually there. I can get it. You know what I'm saying? Live in the moment type shit. Niggas be really feeling like they part of the team. That'd be the excitement of it for some people to get into it.
See, I told y'all, man, he loves his coffee, man.
Gotta know that ain't no coffee, nigga. I'm fluenced all day. I say this too
Coffee.
to the people. I ain't drinking no coffee, nigga.
Dang, bro, you just don't know how to use code, man. Scott,
I don't
right
need to
here.
use no code, nigga. Fuck that, nigga. I'm me. Nigga, I'm out here living my life. They don't call me fluence for nothing, nigga.
Coffee.
I wanted to say something, but I forgot. It just
Good.
went out of my head. But
Answer the question he asked you, then, man.
what did y'all think about Brownie? I didn't think nothing of it. I'm like, he's out there enjoying life. Good for that young man to be exploring in the white snow bunny options. You do that goddamn thing, man. Shit. Live your life, nigga. You a young brother out there. Your daddy put you in a position where you're gonna be able to experience things that no other black man will even imagine. So make sure you experience it all. You know what I'm saying? Like I be hating when I be seeing people hating on another young future brother coming up in the world just because they on some shit that you can never do. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, fuck out of here with that, man. Let that young brother live his life. A lot of y'all don't know, too. LeBron's prom date was a white woman. We didn't get on him because we didn't care back then. A lot of y'all don't know that.
Yeah, they put it on the internet. Somebody was like, somebody had to go to his grandma's house to get that picture.
So I'm done. Yeah, how do you find that? Because that was
I don't know.
How the fuck would they find that?
I don't know, bro. They really put it on Twitter. Somebody really went to his grandma's
That's
house to snap this picture.
Because I'm like, it's not like you took that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like it,
on a social media era, like MySpace
or
wasn't
on
even
a
created
digital
like
camera.
that.
On a digital camera, it had to be one of them
Snapshots.
Yeah,
you have to roll up and go.
Yeah, so I'm like, how the fuck y'all get that and put it on? Shit could have been Photoshop for all we know, goddammit. Wow, Ebony Sweet said, could Jaylen Brown star one day without Tatum?
Of course.
Yeah, absolutely. I just think it doesn't make any sense. If they want the most success, y'all can stay together, goddammit.
Yeah. Pippen probably could have went to a different team from the Bulls and been just as fine, but what he won, no.
Look at Kyrie and LeBron. Look at what's happening with Kyrie now. I bet you Kyrie, he doesn't regret it because he doesn't really give a fuck about basketball like that. But if he did, or maybe when he's older in his 40s, he might be like, damn, I should have stayed with, how Kobe and Shaq be.
On how Shaq always talk about, I wish me and Kobe did. Yeah. Because Shaq, if you really want to be real, Shaq didn't give a damn about basketball either. He's just like, I'm just so goddamn dominant. I'm gonna just go here.
He didn't even get into basketball because he wanted to. His pops got him into it. Like he didn't. He made it clear he didn't want to play. He was miserable playing at first, but his pops was like, nigga, who? Nigga?
Shout out to his pops, man, because we probably would have never seen the most dominant figure play that basketball, boy.
And a lot of you guys are probably like, how do you know that, Darren? Are you making this up? I'm not making this up because you want to know why. I remember when I was a very young lad. Shaq was my favorite player before LeBron got into the league. So I had a book. It was like a children's book about Shaq's life. I don't know how fabricated it was because, of course, it was a children's book. It's probably only about 10 to 15 pages. Probably more than 15 pages. That seems like a lot. So it's probably about 10.
They really didn't have no real facts in there, boy.
I remember to this day in the book, it said Shaq did not want to hoop. He was on the military base or whatever, and his pops, he was real, or stepdaddy, excuse me, he was real strict. And he didn't like his stepdad at first because he made him do things he didn't. And one of the things was, hey, yo, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened. I just lost my guy's name. But one of the things was, hey, yo, you got to get your ass up and you got to take your ass to the court. You know what I'm saying? You got to go out there. You got to, be in shape. You got to exercise somehow. In basketball, you 7 feet tall, 5'10", whatever the case may be. Because you just damn big, go out there and hoop. And he didn't like doing it at first. He did not like doing it. He started hooping on the army base or the military base, whatever the case may be. He didn't like it, but he kept doing it. And it got him to LSU. And from there, that's when he started falling in love with it. That's what I remember from the children's book. I remember. Now, I probably could have added some things to it, but that's okay. That was a overall fluent summary of the joint. I totally forgot. Okay, so I got these are actually a lot of highlights, or so So I'm like, either if there's a lot of highlights to a fight, usually that means it was probably a good fight. Like when you get a fight, there's like 8 minutes or like 5 minutes of highlights, and it went like the whole 12 rounds. I'm like, oh, that must have been a trash ass fight.
Looks like the Heat gonna win this though, man.
Salute to the Heat, man.
I can't stand Grant Williams for some reason, bro. Something about him just bugs me.
Which one is Grant Williams? I don't remember.
Number 12. He a juicy light-skinned dude.
By the way, Ebony Sweet, yes, I am Team Ronnie. I think it's ridiculous that anyone should give a damn who he's taking to a prom, especially if you're grown.
It don't even matter.
That's
Prom
weird,
is so,
actually.
but prom don't even matter, bro. Like your date, like unless that's gonna be your sweetheart for the rest of your life. Like, bro, it's just a date.
Then even if it is, who gives a? We're grown ass men. Why do I care what a 16, 17-year-old
I'm
is
just
doing?
saying, I'm just talking about just in general. And like, I hear your point. I'm just saying
that's me in general. We should never, if it's not your kid, if it's not direct to your family, why should I give a damn what a little young nigga doing? Go ahead, man. As long as you're not out there, shooting and killing, then I'm gonna say something. But as long as you ain't doing that, then hey, live your best life, young guy. You know what I'm saying? Last one said there's a child book about there was. Yeah, there was. I remember. I had the one for Shaq, and my brother had the one for Kevin Garnett.
That must have been the most fast forwarded life summary in history. Like what?
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I remember it because I remember it had pictures too. It had pictures of Superman. He had a Superman robot in his house. I remember that joint. I remember because I read it a million times.
I read all the Laker championship books because they used to come out with books after they won, and we had every single one when they won their championship, and they used to have all the pictures and stuff, and like Kobe and Shaq in the locker room. They had a picture of Shaq's feet. I was like, why they got this up in here, fool? It was just like the toes all black. I was like, this is nasty. Get the up out of here. And they had the Kimmy Mutombo feet up in there. I'm like, what's up with y'all putting these men's feet up out here like this? Like,
did you ever read the Phil Jackson book that he wrote about Kobe?
11 rings.
I can't remember what it was called, but it was the one where him and Kobe had beef. That's why Kobe got him out of there.
It's 11 rings, I think, bro.
Did you ever read that joint? I read it. I read that joint. He was very disrespectful toward Kobe, and he was very complimentary of Shaq. That's how I feel too, Lost One. I feel the same way. Especially a young nigga. A young nigga, you do whatever you want. Just be safe.
But I know why Phil was more, because Shaq was more like of a loving type of spirit. And you feel me? At that time, Shaq was more money than Kobe. So it's just like, I'm not going to rock the boat and go against Shaq.
And think about, I'm sorry, I'm interrupting you. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you good. I was just saying, like, you feel me? And Kobe's easier to hate than Shaq.
And I think it comes down to also, too, you got to understand, remember, Phil Jackson was all about that Zen stuff. And even if you fast forward to now, in today's world, where he helped with the Lakers shit and all that stuff, and he doesn't like LeBron and all those type of things. He got Carmelo out of the New York Knicks. You can tell there's certain personalities that he doesn't like. And those are smaller personalities compared to Kobe. Kobe's personality was elevated to, I'm pretty sure if Phil came up to him and said, hey, in order for you to have a better life, brother, you got to be able to meditate and do this. And Kobe was like, nigga, nah, that's not what I do. This is what I do. And this is how I become successful. He was probably one of them. And Phil was like, so I'm pretty sure that was, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure that Phil didn't like that. Because I'm like, from what I'm seeing from Phil's track record, he don't like dudes who or men who put themselves in a position and they're like, this is my way of life and I'm going by it. I don't agree with your way of life. You might be the Zen master, but I don't got to meditate. This is what I do. That's my opinion. Because I'm like, that book.
I think more so. Go ahead.
Real quick, I just want to add it. Last listening. In the book, it said they would have meditation sessions, right? For like 30, 45 minutes. And guess who wouldn't go? Kobe. Because Kobe would say, I'd rather be practicing on my jumper than being here, sitting here with my eyes closed. I'm wasting time. But Phil worded so that's, I remember like all that me talking about it, it's like it's coming back to me. And I'm like, I do remember it. So yeah, go ahead, my bad.
No, you good. I just think it's because Jordan too. I think he also was just like, nigga, you ain't Jordan. I coach the greatest. You feel me? So he's just thinking
great point.
You know what I'm saying? I coach the greatest. Like you trying to be this nigga, like, and like you feel me? So like how his attitude was, but see, this is what Phil was immature. Phil wants you to stroke his ego too. Like when he was coming up with Jordan, they kind of had to get themselves both balanced because it's like, well, Jordan, you ain't won shit. I got 2 rings. I ain't won shit as a coach though, so let's help each other out. So they both came to kind of an understanding, you know what I mean? But when it came to Kobe more so, like I told you, he was more of a recluse in his life. He never got, you feel me? He went from straight from high school, from being the man, and then went straight to the pros where he had a lot of politics that wasn't in his favor. You feel me? Like Eddie Jones, like if you go listen to KG and Kobe, we used to be real close. So he was like, you know, he was telling a story. He's like, yeah, Kobe, like, man, them niggas hating on me, niggas. Like, they hating on me up in there, man. Like, they Naxel, Eddie Jones, them niggas hating on me, man. They ain't trying to let me ball. Like, woo. Like, he's like, the coach not fucking with me, did. So it's like, Kobe had that chip on his shoulder. He's like, okay, like, I see that I'm better than Eddie, but they don't want me to be better than Eddie because Eddie, he's an all-star. So they want to play the all-star over the rookie. It's kind of like, you feel me? It's like kind of how like they was trying to do, you said in winning time, they was trying to do like stuff, Ricky stuff to Magic still. But Magic, you feel me? Just his personality, his dominant, you know what I'm saying? He was able to just come into that role. You know what I mean?
And also too, Magic was timing though. He came into a Lakers team where they needed that.
Needed him.
We needed to sell tickets. Like we needed that flashy guy, someone who can
the league,
you know what I'm saying?
The league too,
the
not
league
just the Lakers.
The league needed Magic and the Larry Bird rivalry. Period. Like like all that was like perfect fucking timing. That's
Like for Kobe, it's just like they already got Shaq, so they not looking to Kobe to save the franchise. They're looking at Shaq to save the franchise. They came at the same time.
Like you said, Eddie Jones. People don't understand how cold Eddie Jones was.
Eddie
People
Jones
do not.
nice.
And Nick Van Axel. So I'm like,
it was both nice. But Eddie Jones used to take off on niggas and punch on their ass. Boy, I remember Eddie
that's
Jones.
why when anybody wants to compare the closest thing to Kobe, and I know, we'll get back to the boxing, but the closest thing to Kobe to me in today's day and age, even though I like some of the similarities that you'll see from Tatum, the closest thing to me, and then people want to talk about Kyrie and all that stuff, it's Jimmy Butler. I'm like, if I want to talk about that killer instinct, the way the way he attacks his teammates, the way he holds his teammates accountable, how he plays. I'm saying, started off, obviously he had a rougher start than Kobe, but I'm saying no one expected him to.
They were kind of similar. It's just Kobe was just more of a monster once he came on the scene.
Obviously,
like
Kobe's
their start was the same. Like Jimmy averaged 3 points, Kobe averaged 7, Jimmy didn't average like 7 points, Kobe averaged 15. You see what I'm saying? Like it was a little different than Jimmy averaged like 11. Then he ended up going to 19 points. Again, he got most improved, but it was like Kobe's was like he just once he got on the scene, he was 22, 28, 25, 30. You know what I'm saying? He just was a monster.
And I'm saying, obviously Kobe's way better. And then also Kobe came, out of high school.
It's just Kobe's more polished than Jimmy and was more athletic than Jimmy.
No, that's all. Way more athletic. But he also came out of high school too. So that's another thing where it's like Kobe came out straight 18, just what I'm saying. So that's for real. Oh, I forgot. We didn't even answer that. My bad. Have you ever heard of Ice Words? It's hilarious, like MMA fighting, but I've never heard of Ice Words. There's some crazy shit going on though.
Before but see, back to what I was just trying to make that point about Phil, that like because Shaq, you gotta remember at that time, Shaq was more of like of a public figure, like you know what I mean. When I mean that, like he was like more of a. You see, he was in Good Burger. He, you know what I'm saying. He was doing.
He had Steel.
I'm just talking about Shazam. I'm just saying he was just more so like a likable person. You know what I'm saying? Like he was always
a movie star, nigga.
But I'm just saying he was a more likable person. I'm just talking about just in general. Like Phil probably enjoyed being around Shaq's presence than he did Kobe's. You get what I'm saying?
I think me personally, I'm like, yeah, that came into play, but I also think it's just more of a like just from what I remember reading in that book and just how Phil was kind of showing himself to be throughout the years. He doesn't like someone he's trying to construct a certain type of atmosphere. He doesn't like someone saying, that's what you do. That's cool. No. He's like, I want to be a part of it, but you're not going to tell me how to get to the best of me because you don't know how. I got here because this is what I did, and I'm going to have faith in that. And I'm going to continue to prove on that. I know you're coming in here and you think you know it all and all that type of stuff in this work, and everybody else is behind you. That ain't what I'm on. And there's certain people who's like that. And I think that's why Phil had such an off-putting relationship with Kobe in the beginning. Obviously, it changed later. I still think it didn't change. I think it kind of just came down to
Kobe really wanted to win.
That's it.
And so he was just like, what? Because I'm like, at the end of the day, Phil's not dumb, right? So if he's telling you like, Kobe, you got to trust your teammates. Kobe, like, if anything, he just made Kobe have to do things that he wasn't trying to do before. Before he would try to score on 3 people. He was averaging 35 doing it. Great, Kobe. But you got bounced in the first round against the Suns. Y'all smoked a 3-1 lead. So now it's like,
He talked a lot of shit about Kobe in that book though. When I remember, like he made Kobe seem like he was just uncoachable.
But it's because, and at the same time, you gotta remember, if anybody watched that Kobe and Shaq shit down, I'm glad they did that shit before, God rest his soul. I'm glad that shit happened because it's so many gems he admitted. Like he admitted, like, yeah, in 2004, it was my fault. We lost that. Like Shaq's like, no, I should have. He's like, Shaq, it was my fault. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like Kobe knows what he was capable of. He's like, there's no reason we lose to the damn Detroit Pistons. Like, if I'm supposed to be doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
But that, in the same sense, though, if you really watch basketball, realistically, it actually wasn't Kobe's fault.
It was. I mean, it was just.
It was Shaq's fault because it was Shaq's team.
Yeah, but so I'm like, just. But Kobe knew. But Kobe knew.
He wouldn't have been allowed to be that Kobe with Shaq there. That's what people don't like. That's why they split up. Because they understood if Kobe was to be Kobe, that means Shaq is going to have to be like, oh, okay, D-Wade to LeBron. All right, it's time for me to let the young gun take over the role. Shaq didn't want to do that. Shaq wanted to be the man always. Like that was the downfall of Shaq. Unlike you seen with a D-Wade or you see with LeBron, like, hey, I know you the young motherfucker coming up. Like, I don't want this forever. I want to pass the reins over to you so we can make this work and we can keep thriving and get as many rings as we can. You don't see that often. A lot of times it's like, you know what I'm saying? That means we talk about the all-defensive first team next. I don't know who's on the all-defensive first team. Do you know, Zen?
Mm-hmm.
Pull that up. Pull that up while we get to the next one.
What do you say? Talk about the
all-defensive first team. Because I'm not sure who's on it.
What year he talking about?
This year. Who voted for this year? Who won it?
It just got released or something?
I'm assuming. I don't know. Check it out for me. Last one, you guys seen the rumors of Wilder coming back? Who you think he should fight? Yeah, I've seen the rumors. Me personally, I don't really believe him too much, to be honest with you. And that's
Blue thinks that he should retire. What do you got to think about that, folks?
I do. I think Wilder should go ahead and retire.
The first team, wait a minute. First team is Giannis, Michael Bridges, Rudy Gobert, Jaren Jackson, Marcus Smart. I don't see what's wrong with that list.
Yeah, I don't think I can argue that.
Sound good to me. Second team, Bam Adebayo, Draymond Green, Drew Holiday, Robert Williams, Matisse Thybulle. I don't think I'll put Matisse in there. I'll put that nigga Jimmy Butler over Matisse. I'm sorry. Matisse didn't even.
I might put Drew Holiday in the first team.
Over who?
Say it again.
Michael Bridges, Giannis, Rudy Gobert, Jaren Jackson, Marcus Smart. Can't be over the defensive player of the year.
Yeah, you're right. No, okay.
Michael Bridges, he was. Right. Yeah. I'm like, you could say Jaren Jackson, but I was watching Jaren in the playoffs.
No, I'm not thinking about another big man. For some reason, I thought there was another like two guard that got named, but it was only Marcus Smart. Yeah, no one's going over Marcus Smart.
Yeah. But Drew Holiday, man, I'm telling you, he's been getting robbed from his first team defenses, though. But
that's kind of why I said it, because I'm like, damn, Jaren Jackson, Mikal Bridges, like they got first defense, and Drew Holiday never has. Like that is fucked up.
I know Pat Bev didn't even make it, but he can't make it. Honestly, I would put Pat Bev on Matisse Thybulle. I'm sorry. Matisse Thybulle was barely playing, bro.
Pat Bev is a fraud.
Oh, my gosh. Here he go.
Y'all want to act like just because Russell Westbrook had a bad season, like what that man said wasn't true. That nigga be out there running the fuck around, playing hard as hell. But I've never seen him make it. Dellavedova is a better defender than Pat Bev, dog. I've never seen Pat Bev made it hard for Steph Curry. Ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know he looks good, but I'm like,
you playing good, bro. I'm gonna give him.
I'm like, Gary Payton III is a better defender than Pat Beverly. I'm surprised he didn't make it on one of those lists. Maybe the third team, but I'm like, Pat. I'm not a fan of Pat Beverly.
I can see that.
I agree with Russell Westbrook when he said this shit.
It's just, bro. It just bothers my soul to the core when I get around certain people that I know, bro. And they just get this telling me he's a bum, he's trash, he's one of the worst basketball players I've seen. It just burns my soul up. I'm just like, what have y'all been watching y'all whole life? I'm like, Russell Westbrook really was leading teams that weren't supposed to even get even in the playoffs, let alone that, a 6th seed. He did what Joker did before Joker did it, but actually led the league in assists and points.
No one ever liked Russell Westbrook. Westbrook always was The only time he had love when he was in OKC with KD, but then when KD split apart from Westbrook, what's weird is like
Westbrook played better when he
KD.
left.
No, not even that. But what's weird is KD got a lot of hate, right? But he still didn't get more hate than Westbrook.
No, and he went to
Right?
73-19.
So that's the crazy part. I'm like, the only love Westbrook got is the home, whatever team he was playing for, really. But majority of people I know, man, they don't really care for Westbrook.
Bro,
Never did.
They be saying he's weak. I'm like, he averaged a triple double 3 seasons in a row, bro.
They just don't like how he plays. That's why.
Flu, I'm gonna be real with
Which
you,
is
bro.
stupid.
I don't know if I can have him as my number one option, but best believe he could be my. I'll have him as my point guard. Like if I can have like a Kobe or like a LeBron on my team, Russell Westbrook in his prime, he is my point guard.
Man, in his prime, I want Westbrook and Jimmy Butler. Give it to me all day.
Nah, I'd rather have like Westbrook and Bron or something like that. Them two together would be
I wouldn't be able to get it though. I'm saying, like, if I was able to like build, like, say, Bron, all them was doing well. If I had it possible to make something happen, like at that time in Westbrook's time prime, I could get Jimmy Butler. So I'm like Jimmy Butler or Westbrook, and that would be cold. And if I could somehow pull off an Iggy trade for the 3, like I'm balling.
It just sucks because Paul George was really supposed to get them over the hump, and them niggas got bounced by Joe Ingles and Donovan Mitchell.
Paul George ain't built like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I said Jimmy Butler, because you have to have the right mindset. That's why I think LeBron likes playing with Westbrook.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler and Russell Westbrook, because they were matched equally in their mindset. Like
when them niggas really get that's crazy. And then if somebody get Iggy, ooh,
yeah, they would go crazy. That would be a crazy ass team. You talk about lock or something. Like, I'm not saying Westbrook defense is crazy, but like
during his prime, it was though. Well, not crazy, but it was during his prime.
He would guard Kobe. Let's just say that. When they would match up, he would guard Kobe. When they went to the finals that year and they beat Kobe to get past the first round, Westbrook was guarding Kobe. Let's just, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying nobody stopped Kobe, but you know what I mean? Did it say in the book, did Phil ever say in the book why him and Kobe becoming somewhat cordial? Like him returning to the Lakers?
He wrote this after he basically.
So it must not be 11 rings then, because he released like the 11 rings like after.
Yeah, it wasn't that one. This was the particular book. He released this book. It was either right after he got fired, after Shaq left. And remember, they tried the experience with Rudy Tomjanovich and blah blah blah.
Oh my god, you don't gotta explain. I don't even want to talk about the coach we had, boy.
But it was either right after that he released his book, or it was kind of right. It was during the season, right before he got fired, and that's what, because I remember it caused a rift between them two. So I think it was the year right before he got fired, and he released the book, and it caused a really big rift between him and Kobe, because it made Kobe look very uncoachable. And Kobe already at that time, he had the perception as if he was hard to coach. He was unlikable. Already had
a lot of adversity at that time, bro. It was a lot going on, man. He had Karl Malone wanting to beat this nigga up. I was just like, man, there's a lot going on over there.
I give if there's anything I do give to the to the Lakers organization, for them to stick by Kobe throughout all that. That's probably the only time I've ever seen that in NBA history, where it's like, it paid off for him. And it paid off for him. So that's fire for sure. Right, y'all.
That's all because of who though? Dr. Buss and Jerry West. Even though Jerry wasn't there, Jerry always had Kobe's best interest, no matter where he was. When he wanted that trade in 2007, he told Kobe, do not go nowhere.
You gotta add this in as well. I'm gonna give it to Jeannie Buss as well.
Yeah, Jeannie.
I was like, Jeannie Buss.
I'm just saying Dr. Buss for sure,
but
too.
Yeah, it was Dr. Buss was the one who initiated Jerry West. And then once Buss passed away, Jeannie stood by his side as well, and it ended up paying off.
And I'm not gonna lie, man. Jeannie's been doing a good job, even though people want to come at her. We didn't have the season we supposed to have this year. I'm like, you can't blame that solely on Jeannie. I'm like, Rob Pelinka's supposed to be out here doing what he's supposed to be doing. Man, they make no trades during the deadline. I don't know what to tell you. We had DeAndre Jordan starting, man. That's all I gotta say. Let's move forward, though.
All right, let's move forward. We're gonna get into some boxing now for y'all. What time is it?
Oh, good. Yo, we could talk about how Fluence said and Lost One and Ebony Sweet, y'all in the chat. Salute to y'all, man. Hey, I already know y'all like the video because y'all OGs. But
anybody else who hasn't liked the video, like that shit. Go ahead.
He said Benavidez is overrated. He said this man is not the superstar y'all want him to be.
How y'all feel about that?
I think everyone has a general agreement on that. You can't really argue that. Even at
Some
the point that
can.
he's in. Even
Some
at the
can.
point that he's at right now. And I think, look, and David Lemieux right now, I'm like, this is me not discrediting David Lemieux. David Lemieux is actually a very good opponent for him to fight. But let's just say, let's be real. David Lemieux would have been an excellent opposition to put on his record if he would have fought him about 3 to 4 years ago. But at this point, you know, fighting David Lemieux, it's like, yeah, you put a name on there for everyone who, you know, knows who he is. But come on now. This shouldn't be a hard fight for you. And if you don't take care of him quickly, then I have every reason to criticize even more. And that's a fact. I'm trying to pull up the stream. I just want to see where they at right now because I have not looked at the David Benavidez, David Lemieux stream not once. So we got the co-main event happening right now for the David Lemieux versus David Benavidez. So we still got a while. Let me see how many minutes. I want to see what round we have for this co-main event because depending on what round we have, if we got a little bit of time before the actual fight goes, because I'm probably gonna be up here. I'm probably not even gonna because I'm like it's still raining, so I probably won't go out. So be chilling. But what round we on?
Flu, you see this cap on my head? That boy is doing that all.
After
Watch that.
Saunders beat
Because
him,
y'all don't
I never
understand how
bothered
Memphis
with
weather
Lemieux.
is. So it's 10:39 right now. By like 11:30, the rain will stop and it'll be no more rain the rest of the night.
Yeah, but it all depends how Fluence I am. I'm pretty fluent right now, so
man, please.
I could always get an Uber though. I just could get an Uber if I'm bored. I know.
Hey man, if I was out there, I'd drive you. Yurt.
Well, you know how the gang go.
Make sure you tip me. Yurt. $50.
I'll tip you 50 as long as I can get 49 back.
I don't got change, brother. But thank you for the 50.
Oh, okay, definitely. All right, wait, let me see that real quick. Hold on, let me see that one more time. Let me see the 50. Oh, I'm gonna keep that.
You think I'm gonna give you it back? Nigga, I'm scared. No, nigga.
I ain't out the car yet. I'm still sitting in the back. All right, so it's the 7th round. It's the 7th round.
It's weak, man. I'm about to turn it off.
Of the co-main event. So we got David Lemieux versus David Benavidez happening rather soon.
Hey, no disrespect to any of these boxers, man.
Yeah,
but if any of y'all want to get some exhibition fights or something like that, I got my money on Flu all day. My boy got too much in his arsenal, man. I'm not even gonna say what he got because that's the art of deception.
I ain't finna do no goddamn exhibition fight right now unless y'all paying me.
Of course, exhibition we getting paid. What you talking about? We ain't doing that shit for free.
Everybody. Shit.
Well, shit. If they talking that cash, we
niggas gotta have a name, nigga. They ain't finna pay me. They gonna be like, nigga, we just need you to go in there and just throw some shots.
Jake
man,
Paul,
fuck out of here, nigga.
Where you at? Come get this work.
Man, fuck that. I'm gonna go ahead and stick to my job because I'm very happy with it. I don't need that shit. I'm just gonna keep trolling and moving. I really want to go out tonight, but I'm not sure, man. I'm like, there's a lot of rain going on, man.
You're capping, man. It's gonna stop. You know it's gonna stop.
Okay, so we got the co-main event. It's gonna be over soon. It's on the 7th round. What we're gonna do right now, I'm gonna go ahead and let's take a look at this Joshua.
Ooh, hey, I got a little freestyle for y'all right now. Hey, did you see Cassidy go on I think it was I-97 or something like that? It's like I-97 or something. It's just how he be rapping be just too funny. I go in. I'm going hard. She don't understand because I'm going all like a broad that's on a saw. I'm like, why he be rapping like that still, man?
Man, don't disrespect Cassidy, man. Cassidy a legend, dog. Come on now.
Hey, man. Lil Wayne's a legend, but come on, man. You seen Lil Wayne?
Yeah, that don't mean nothing. I don't take away nothing he did.
I understand that, but poor Wayne. That's all I gotta say, man.
So, do you want to watch the full fight or do you want to watch highlights?
Highlights, man. We ain't trying to have the people coming at us, man.
That's funny as a motherfucker.
We ain't trying to have them people coming at us, man.
Cause I'm like, the full fight is like 25 minutes. The highlights like what? Let me see.
Watch it be 10 minutes.
What's crazy is everybody just has the full fight because I guess you could just put the full fight up. So we'll just watch the full fight, but I'll just fast forward through that bitch. Excuse me, woman. Politically correct. Nah, ain't no way I'm going out. I'm too faded. Like that'd be a hazard to people. You know what I'm saying? Salute to the people though. What we got up next?
Is the
Waiting for
fight
the
ready
David
yet, man?
Benavidez, David
Oh my
Lemieux.
goodness, they're still fighting, man.
Let me know if y'all up in here too, man. Hit the like button if y'all ain't hit the like button. You know it's all about the likes up in this joint. The only way we can be part of the algorithm, gang. Y'all gotta hit the like button. So hit that like button, man. You know we out here, man. We trying to grow. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, it don't make no sense, man. Subscribe to the channel, man. You know what I'm saying? Skirt into that subscription button, man. Don't be scared. You know what I'm saying? Scaredness is the path to never achieving what needs to be achieved. You got to just push through. You got to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Get to that.
If you're Chris, if you're Chris Paul, do you just go to the Los Angeles Lakers?
Is that even a possibility?
Possibly. They could trade Westbrook for him.
The Phoenix Suns ain't gonna do that though. That's crazy.
They might as well.
Why would the Phoenix Suns disrespect themselves and do something like that? That doesn't even make any sense.
I'm just saying.
Nada.
If you're Chris Paul, do you go to the Los Angeles Lakers and go play with your longtime friend in LeBron James and try to actually go get a ring?
Of course, if you had that option, but he doesn't have that option.
Do you think before he signed to the Suns, he should have just went to the Lakers with LeBron James?
Well, remember that wasn't necessarily signed. He got traded to the Suns. Excuse me. He got traded to the Suns.
Yeah, and he still had that big
OKC.
contract. Huh? His contract got to be up by now.
I think
It's
it's
got to
up
be last year.
If it's not next year, it's the year after. But yeah, we're basically rolling up on that. Here, I'm about to give it to you because I'm like, let's see. All right, let's see if you send the 1K because I don't even think you can send that much on Cash App.
Bro, you can send up to like $2,500, $5,000 or something like that.
You can't send no 5,000 on Cash App.
You can send money on there, a high amount. Trust me, I know.
Oh, you can't send that much.
Okay.
You can send maybe like 2K most.
I've gotten more than that, but I'm not gonna explain.
So Cash App send 5K.
You can.
Okay.
There's like a limit on it for sure, but like you can send a good amount through Cash App.
Well, just make sure you taxing that shit. Cause you know they trying to get motherfuckers now on that shit.
Oh God, they is.
There you go, Max. Let's see if you real with it. Younger Wild though. Send through the 1K, nigga.
Is that really a Cash App?
Yeah.
You gotta put the dollar sign in front of it.
Well, hopefully, if the nigga uses Cash App and he's talking about sending something, I'm assuming he already know that. All right, so we about to watch the Floyd Mayweather fight up in this joint. I got it ready. I got it queued up. I got it going crazy. So before David Benavidez and David Lemieux, which is coming very quickly, I'm pretty sure the co-main event is over. Let's see what's hopping and popping on the Floyd Mayweather. Don DeMarco. No, it's really Don Moore, but you know what I'm saying? Same difference. Here we go. Y'all ready? Full fight highlights, baby.
Floyd was bald his whole career, and then all of a sudden he want to have hair. Like, I don't understand that, man.
You can tell Floyd's confident, man. I don't blame him, though, right? All right, hold up. Let me pause it. We got some skippage action, happening. My bad, y'all. I don't want to be skipping it too much. All right, let's get it.
More excited than when Floyd Mayweather fights. Las Vegas goes on fire when Floyd Mayweather fights.
Can you hear the audio?
United Arab Emirates is looking forward to an absolute living legend.
Oh, Zing got this shit on me.
Here we go. Opening seconds of the first round of this 8-round exhibition.
I know facts. I'm like, if he really send if he really send the whole rack, that shit, nigga, you out here balling.
Trying to stick to that body. Thinking maybe Floyd's a little bit older now. Maybe I can go.
We'll see though. We'll see where the cap at. We'll see where the cap. I got like 3 caps sitting next to me right now. I put the caps on. I would never sit no motherfucker. I don't care how much I appreciate y'all, how much I got love for you. I ain't sending a rack to nobody.
As soon as Don touched him, Floyd
never
smiling. Again, Don Moore's not here to lay down.
Unless you promise me a return on my investment. If I send you a rack, you finna send me back 5, cuz.
Just a loser, really. He wants to have a name. If he does go down, he still wants to let people know that he gave the champ a bit of a bout, a bit of a go.
Absolutely. Here you have Floyd.
So we up in here, you know what I'm saying, reacting to the Floyd Mayweather Don Moore. We're gonna watch this until the David Benavidez joints, you know what I'm saying, David Benavidez versus David Lemieux pop up.
The long anticipated return of Floyd Money Mayweather to the United Arab Emirates.
Can you hear the audio on that joint, Zen?
We're at 8 rounds here, Chris.
8 3-minute rounds. Round number 1 with 30 seconds to go. Dangerous Don Moore. Floyd Mayweather Jr. wearing the UAE flag on the shorts.
There's Don trying to touch it up against the and you the reflexes are still
Don Moore look like he taking that beating, boy.
So quick. So quick.
Max says it flew doors. Yep. Emily Sweet 5K, he get to be a guest on the show. Yep. Send 5K, man. We'll bring you in for 5 minutes.
You crazy.
5 whole minutes in a bit. I'll send you an Uber, but with in-store pick.
I mean, it's really fascinating for me.
Y'all crazy, man.
Niggas got jokes. Hey, anybody who's watching the David Benavidez, David Lemieux card, by the way, let me know. Is that fight finna start? Should we
The fight just ended, bro.
Oh, the co-main event just ended? Oh, okay, so we got some time. How y'all feel about this Floyd fight right here?
Sweet.
Let's say 5K. You get the password, nigga.
So it's a heavyweight.
Now you get the keys to the dealership.
One of the biggest things.
Negative. You just get monetized if you do that.
I'm excited to have another baby.
Trust.
A mediator, what's it called? The dude that gets a little blue anchor by his name, we call it a mediator.
Oh, moderator.
Moderator, there you go.
Wow.
Oh, 5K to be a moderator.
Floyd Mayweather is Don Moore going to touch Floyd. Floyd's not there.
Hey, isn't it crazy now that Floyd's older, he don't even use the shoulder roll no more?
Still so quick.
He doesn't. He doesn't need to, bro. Whoever he's fighting, he know he does. Like last person he used the shoulder roll with was Connor, and he didn't really use it with Connor.
He
fought like
I
this with
know.
Connor.
He was like this, yeah.
Swarms around the ring. Anytime Floyd Mayweather is a part of any event, boxing or otherwise, it's always a spectacle.
It's not a bad
It's always
fight.
Something to see. You can see his reflexes are still great.
Hey, he really did it, y'all.
There's Don trying to find him. Floyd's there. And he's
Huh?
not there. Look at that. Wow.
Hold on.
Master of defense. Floyd Mayweather.
He really did it. I'm gonna show y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna give him his
ever been the defensive genius that
his,
Floyd Mayweather has.
props.
His boxing IQ, his acumen. He knows exactly where he is all the time. So in order for Don Moore to really do anything here against Floyd,
all right.
he's gotta show
I'll probably end up
something
sending it
he's
back
never
to him. I
seen
don't want this
before.
nigga's money.
And I'm-
But look, he did it. So we gonna show, even though as much. Look at it. He did it. He did it, y'all. I respect it. I'm probably gonna send it back, but I respect it. So because of that, I ain't gonna block you off the channel, Max.
This
You know
dude
you
is
used to be on
crazy.
bullshit.
man.
You know you used to be on bullshit, nigga. But I won't. But I'm gonna give it back.
where he would go next. As he should, Faggy. This man has gone through 50 professional fights. Has made a name.
Y'all seen it, though?
Sure, he gave me that $1,000. It pay off my debt.
Yeah, I know. Zero.
My credit
I
score
said
go
over
right back to the
I said
top,
over
boy.
Zen, nigga. I said over Zen.
My shit go right back to the top. I'm dead ass,
Look,
bro.
you
I
getting
got a
respect.
medical
I'm
bill.
showing them. Again, look, Max, you getting your respect in the chat. That's all you wanted, because you used to come here on some bullshit. Well, I respect it. I didn't expect to do it. And it's 5 minutes. No, not 5 minutes. I'll make it 10. Money Max. That's what we gonna call it from now on, man. Time you come in here, Money Max.
Hey,
Nah,
he
it's
can
for the
get the
show.
branding now.
It's for the show. He says for the show. Invested in the show. Give a moderator. Ain't no way I'm finna give Max a moderator, even though it's like low ball. That's why I'm gonna give him the money back, because I'm like, the nigga gonna feel like he's gonna be the moderator.
You stupid.
Nah, nothing but love, Max, man. Appreciate you, man. Look, I'll do it. But I'm on it's like it's a third party outlet or whatever. So I don't think I can make a moderator on here.
No, you have to do it on the
Yeah, I gotta do it on like YouTube or something like that. All right, what I'm gonna do real quick, I want to salute to Max for that, man. That's the genuine thing, man. Appreciate you.
I don't know, cause I know Negroes I grew up my whole life ain't never gonna send me a dime.
Yeah, that's real. He says for the show, he's believing in it. He's believing, but I give it to, you know what I'm saying? I will give it to Max. I'm like, you was around when, you know what I'm saying? You was hopping up on some weird shit, yes, but at the very least, you was hopping up in the chat randomly once every blue moon when niggas, you know what I'm saying? Nothing was building, and you still out here. So last one said you have to go out now. Oh, I should just, you know what I should do? I should hit up the lesbian couple. I should be like, hey girl, get your girlfriend. I'm gonna take both y'all out. Don't worry about what you gotta spend. Don't worry about no money. I'm gonna take care of both y'all, baby.
Oh my goodness.
It ain't raining no more. It ain't raining no more.
That's hilarious, man.
No, I'm gonna have to get an Uber. If I go out, I'm gonna have to get an Uber.
They can just
For
pick
sure.
you up.
The chicks, I told you I don't use the address, man.
all you gotta do is walk to the pocket store.
What type of look is that? Ain't nobody gonna believe, like, hey, yo, yeah, come pick me up. All right, where I give them the address. They roll up to the poppy store. Oh, yeah, I'm picking you up from the poppy store. You finna pay for all this? Okay, sure. They would do it though, probably.
Man, you got receipts. That's all that matter, boy. You got receipts, boy. You got receipts. You shut anybody
I love
up.
That last one was just the lesbian couple. Yes, of course. Why are you even second guessing it? Yeah, I'm gonna send it back to him though. I don't feel right taking that. You know, I don't know. That feel weird to me. Can I give that? Yeah, that feel weird. I'm gonna send it back to bro. But I appreciate you. It show you. I'm gonna give it to you. All the bullshit, because you know. But I give it to you. You showed some realness right there. I'm surprising.
Me, because I don't
Look, Emmy and Sweet. No, pop up. Emmy and Sweet. Put your Cash App up. And tell Max to bless.
Hey, I ain't told him mine. I didn't get a dime, man. So
you got the people out here now, like, what's up, Nick? If you send it back, if the gram back, I respect you. I'm gonna send the gram back, yeah, because I'm like, yeah, y'all know, I've known Max for a little bit, not long, but a little bit, and I don't know, like crazy good, but
it's almost been like what, almost 8 years now, right? 8, 9
yeah, but it's not like where I know.
Yeah,
him,
it's not like
just
thoroughly,
know, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I appreciate you doing that, but I'm like, I'm gonna send you that back. I ain't finna. But I'm still. I want to go out tonight, but I know it's not safe for me to drive. But I always like to drive when I go out because I just feel like I have complete control. Actually, this is what I'm gonna do right now. Why am I even? I mean, I'm gonna show you guys right now because I'm not. So he sent me 1,000. So what I'm gonna do? How do I send it back? Oh.
this is crazy, man.
I did it. You know how many times I've been trying to catch that thing? I did it, bro. It's right here. You don't believe me, do you?
I didn't even say nothing to you, bro.
Watch. Bam. Did you see it fall?
No,
nigga. Oh, I know you saw it fall. I'm grabbing it right now, man. Hold on.
I was looking. I thought something was gonna pop out. I'm like,
I promise you. Oh, I promise you. I grabbed it. I killed it. It fell when I went like this, and then I grabbed it. I just said, boom.
I didn't see it, man.
Hold on.
What the hell happened to Benavidez?
I did. I can't find it right now. I should be wearing glasses, but
What happened to Benavidez' eye? Why he look like he got a black eye?
They about to come out. Max is working undercover for ESPN. He about to hire you. Hey, man, give me the job, Max. No, Max got bread. I know his profession. Nigga making money. That one can't shit to him. Bro, you need to split with your boy and get more stuff for the show. Don't tell me that, nigga, because you ain't gonna get it back.
You already sent it back though.
No, I caught the fly. I was in the process of it.
Oh,
That's why I was so adamant on showing you that I motherfucking caught the fly because you didn't believe me. And I killed it. As soon as I caught it like this and I let it go, that thing fell like this.
I was looking at your hand, bro. I ain't seen nothing fall. I'm not even gonna cap to you. If I saw it, I'd have told you. You shouldn't even dropped it. You should have just opened your hand up and showed the people like that.
Shit, see? Yeah. That's why I got Zen on this thing. He's like, that's a great idea. I should have did that. Man said, laugh aloud. All right. We'll see. I'm getting more Fluence, and now I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna send it back. We'll see. There we go. There we go. Max, come on, man. You Jesus out here. Bless the people.
You Jesus out here. My boy, he said,
I having fun, man.
I could ooh. I'm watching Wheel of Fortune. I forgot this was a real show, man.
Man, I'm Fluence to the maximum right now. I'm feeling great.
Why does Benavidez have a black eye, bro? Has he always had this? What's wrong with his eye?
Are they doing their walkouts?
They just
already
talking.
did it. When are they gonna do their walkouts? Because I'm telling you right now, I'm getting to the point where I'm like, what's taking so long for the actual joint? I'm feeling pull up the Mayweather fight again.
That shit was weak.
You said the fight was weak?
It was weak, bro.
It was weak. Was the Boati fight weak too?
No, that was good.
That one was better, yo. No, they were
like,
both
bro,
weak.
come on, man. Are we watching them highlights to think Floyd was in danger? Come on, man.
You don't at least want to see the knockout, like the TKO finish.
I go on Twitter if I want to watch it.
Oh, damn. He said, I have no interest in that bullshit. I really don't have interest in Benavidez versus Lemieux like that. It's taking so goddamn long. Like, why is it taking so long?
This is disrespectful because Charlo and them was on chop mode.
They was already fighting by now, bro. They was like at the sixth round.
Yeah, on me. Like,
we're talking about it. We're talking about a 12-round fight type shit. That's some bull. That's some bully. Yo.
How come Terrence Crawford doesn't get credit for retiring Sean Porter, but Spence gets credit for winning by decision?
Bias. A lot of people are saying, you had his father did a good thing, or he did, at least you could say he was very wise in making sure that Sean didn't actually get knocked out or stopped. He was able to control how the outcome came. So now you have all the speculators saying, well, if his father didn't do this is how it would have went. You know what I'm saying? So it gives that opportunity for an out to be like, even though Terrence Crawford may have done things that you didn't see Errol Spence do or no one else do to Sean Porter, at the end of the day, it was like, okay, well, he didn't necessarily stop Sean Porter. He didn't, you know what I'm saying? He didn't do better than Spence just because it wasn't him who stopped him from continuing. It was his father. So, and I think that was a smart play from his father. I think he knew that. He knew. He was like, I'm going to take the criticism for me stopping the fight. Everyone's going to get on me. Oh, yeah.
And that's real love right there. If you had to ask me, in my opinion, man, that's real love right there. Because he could have just been like, yeah, nigga, it's your time to go out. You feel me? He could have been on some old bitter shit. But he wasn't. He's like, I love.
Oh, look, hey, Max sending out money to the people. So, yeah, I'm not sending him the money back if he send out money. Look, thanks, Max. He just sent him 50. So he just sent it. Hey, yo, put the cat. Hey, Max out here blessing folks. Y'all put your cash apps up in the bit. Look, this is Black Goose TV, y'all. Look at that. Look, we get random white people to hop in and send blessings to the people. We appreciate you for that, Max. So y'all put your cash apps up in there. Max is feeling generous. Last one said, you got to rate Kenny Porter. You got to rate Kenny Porter for doing that. He's the last guy who wanted his son to lose, but at the same time knew what was happening. Absolutely. It's like everyone is so in the moment, or everyone has such an emotional response toward whatever the case that particular fight may be because they wanted Terrence Crawford to lose. They wanted they wanted to at least be able to say, oh, look, Sean Porter went the distance with Terrence Crawford the same way he went with Earl, so that, you know, the levels are the same. Terrence Crawford isn't that good or whatever the case, but they couldn't say that because Kenny Porter didn't allow that conclusion to happen, which was smart because he's basically taking all the blame, all the attention of the media onto him and is taken away from Sean Porter and allows people to continue to say, well, if Kenny Porter didn't do X, Y, and Z, Sean Porter still could have had the chance to do, you know, A, B, and C. Look at me. So I appreciate them 50, man. Hey, hit the cash app on the Carcino side of the game. Look, Max is like over here. He's like, I'm over here. White Jesus. Max like, I ain't debate. Look, see, hey, that's on you. You started sending the money out. Niggas was like, hey, man, drop the cash apps, man. Oh, you know what I'm saying?
Good thing we ain't really big, boy. You'd have had 150 people up in the joint dropping all their cash.
I know you'd have really fucked up there, nigga. Like, I'm like, look, come back to this channel a year from today. Don't do that, cause nigga, there's gonna be double people up in here, man. Everybody gonna be up in here like, oh, you dropping money like that? So you lucky you can't. No, actually, let's say this. He's lucky he came on this particular fight. Let's say that. David Benavidez
got a good amount of viewers though.
I know, but I'm like, if he would have came on like a big fight,
yeah, bigger.
But salute to people, no. But salute to you, Max, man. Appreciate you coming up here, man. Salute to everyone that's been in here so long. You know what's going on so far with the
They're doing walkouts.
They're doing walkouts. So we finally got the walkouts happening. How you feeling, Zen?
She
How you
lost
feeling on that side of the game?
Huh?
How you feeling, man? Because we all know everybody talking about me going out. Zen's going out tonight, so Zen over there like
it's crazy because the homie hasn't even hit me with any plots, bro. Oh, I lied. He just as soon as I said something.
See, don't. He got some spots.
He just texted me as soon as I said something. I gotta take my phone off Do Not Disturb because I put it on that when I drive, so I don't get distracted about who's texting me.
Look, you see the Black Goose family is nothing but loves out here. Snipers ain't going to believe. I know Snipers probably mad he ain't in this one. I'm surprised he's not because David Benavidez is his boy. I can see
what's wrong with David Benavidez. You still haven't answered my question.
I haven't seen it yet. I've not even gone to the stream to watch it. That's why I'm waiting until you tell me that they actually
then go
pull up the stream.
He in the ring, man. Sheesh.
Look, I know Max, you feel love today. All these goddamn compliments. Look, we show love. Hey, you show love to the Black Goose family. We show love back. I'm gonna have to get an Uber if I go out. What's the plan for you? What you got going on? Anybody else in the chat? What's up with it? You know what I'm saying? I know everybody's a different, whether you're in different parts of the world, whatever the case may be, lost one. I know you in the UK, so you probably got to chill for the night. But let me see what's up. You do anything for the night? Saturday night up in this joint?
Ooh, I can walk to this place. Cool.
I think what I want to do, I want to change up my approach tonight. If I go out, rather than going for a multitude of numbers, I'm gonna like pay attention to like one or two. Does that make sense?
I don't believe you.
Like rather than just roll up and be like, oh, compliment, woo, get the digits and keep moving. I'm gonna roll up on one and I'm just gonna be like, hey, yo, let me get you a drink, girl. And I'm gonna spend time with the hoe. Hey, how does that sound?
I don't believe you.
I'm gonna spend like an hour, 45 minutes with the bit. Make it feel special than a mug. You know what I'm saying?
I guess you're not listening. I'm
gonna do that.
Don't believe you.
That sounds like a good time, right though. That's like a real good time.
Me, you're a capper.
All I know is, man.
All I do is win.
Last one stuck on a lesbian couple where he said, man, just hook up with, hey, man, I got to work for that. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. Like, just give me some time. I got to work that. Because I'm like, you got to understand. I approached the other chick and she was the one I was attracted to. And she was like, no, I don't do nothing against my girlfriend. You got to talk to my girlfriend. I talked to her and she was into me. So I know I'm like, so it's like, it's a little, I kind of effed up because last night they could have came through, but I didn't just want to give out my address like that because I'm a paranoid ass nigga. So I'm working on it though. That's the ultimate goal. That's the fact, boss.
So that's the
buy a nice bottle. That's a fact. I'm working on that. I promise you.
I think I'm gonna wear some running shoes to the club.
Oh, hey, the thick joint, the thick joint just hit me, bro.
I think I'm gonna wear some running shoes to the club, though, bro.
You gonna wear running shoes?
Some New Balances, some of the ends, boy.
Why you think a nigga gonna try and like fight you? You gotta run.
Nah, I just want to be comfortable, man. Like when you be wearing them nice design, you know, them Jordans and stuff, you gotta walk a certain way and all that. And I'm not about to walk all the way to that place trying to walk a certain way. And then if I
That
get,
makes sense. You want to be
yeah.
comfortable.
So I might wear some real like dad type shoes, but I feel good inside.
I say just wear it. I just go out and just make sure you're feeling good, because it really don't matter what you're wearing. You know what I'm saying? It just matter about, you know what I'm saying, you talk. You feel me? And even in that moment, majority of the times, there ain't nothing really gonna, stomp off unless you're ready to lead them right back to where you at. And that's a whole nother thing. Last one said, now's the best time. Got a grand in your lap. You want to like to do what they want. I'm not finna spend that grand on them hoes.
I know that's a waste of money.
I spend maybe like $150, $100 on them hoes.
You ain't even doing that.
Yeah, I know. It'll probably be about $50.
You not even doing that.
It's gonna be like 25, nigga. You don't gotta expose me. I ain't no cheap nigga.
But we know you frugal.
Nah.
Obama ain't no gay nigga.
No, last one. I am working on that lesbian couple, man. I want that good. I'm like, because I'm like, both of them were bad. Like, it's very rare you come across a lesbian couple and both of them look good. They both look amazing. So I'm working on that, but I know it's a slow grind for that because they already together and they having fun and all that type of shit. So I got to really get in the good graces of baby girl. So that's what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? That slow grind. You know, when you got to make some good brisket, you gotta let it sit in the oven and just slow purify and get that slow cook for the amount of time. Same thing.
Last time you made some brisket.
Nah, I was just saying that because I watch a lot of food channels and they got to slow cook it.
God.
I didn't say me, nigga. I was just saying that's
You made it seem like you was in the kitchen really getting it in there and slicing up the good meats.
I love watching them cooking YouTube channels, man. Especially when I be hungry, I'll be like, let me see how you cook brisket. I'd be like, that looks amazing. I want some brisket. I usually don't get it, but brisket looks good when it's cooked on TV. Absolutely. That's like the ultimate. They will just call you for the pipe. I know. That's what I'm trying to get. That's what I'm trying to be like. I'm not trying to be over the top with them, but I'm also like, hey, yo, you know what I'm saying? And she's responding. She's being cool. So I'm like, I just want to be that dude that you know what I'm saying? Whenever, you know, they need that, you know, that nigga, you know what I'm saying? Coming in with a stick. She can hit me up. I'm there. It ain't no worries, no problem. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully. You know what I'm saying? So, absolutely. Last one already know the game, man. I love it. Last one know the game over there. See, I love Ebony and Sweet said it. Never get addresses to the ladies. Absolutely. I'm like, if you can,
you gotta drop your pen.
I'm like, I don't want to just get an address. Like, yo, you can follow me to the crib. If you can get in that aspect, that's a little bit more safer. Or, you know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, if you want to ride with me and I can take you back, I can get you an Uber. But I never want to just give my address where it's just sitting in a phone and they can just always pull up or whatever the case may be. So it's like, especially when you really don't know the chick. Especially when you really don't know the chick. So sometimes you got to take an L. Sometimes it'll be like, yeah, cool. Huh?
The fight is on.
It started?
Nah, I just said the fight is on for my own enjoyment.
Oh, you see the sarcasm from Zen over there. That's definitely unneeded, man. Why are you coming at me with the attitude, dog?
Cause, man, you're not even invested in, man.
I'm not.
I'm even trying to see some boxing.
I'm about to pull it up right now.
Ooh.
I'm pulling it up.
Who's this dude? Lemieux? How you say his name?
Lemieux, nigga.
Lemieux?
This nigga was about to call him Lemieux Mill, nigga. Like, what?
Lemieux, man, he hit him with a cold little right uppercut, man. It was crazy.
Little joint. Hold on, I'm getting my thing. I'm getting pulled up. I'm probably gonna have to go to the bathroom real quick because I'm feeling the liquids come up on your boy.
Baby bladder.
Shut your ass up, Nate. All right, I got the fight up. I'm gonna go use the bathroom. I'll be right back, as Arnold Schwarzenegger would say.
Ooh, nah. They said, look what you done started. Ooh, nah. Why you gotta be so naughty? Ooh, nah. About to get all this cash. Ooh, nah. And she just shaking that. Hey! Ooh, nah. What y'all know about that right there? I'm not gonna lie. This fight, man, might be underwhelming, man. We're gonna see, though, man. I just didn't realize how big Benavidez was, or the dude he's fighting is really a midget. It's crazy right now. It's crazy. Hope y'all having a good night though. Hope y'all had a good week, and we'll have another good week next week. You know what I'm saying? Peace and positivity as always. And you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's rocking with us or who has rocked with us, man. You know what I'm saying? We're doing the thing right now. But yeah, man, the way Benavidez is fighting right now, man, he's gonna probably win this fight. Unless Lemieux, he come out and he hit him with something that he ain't see coming before. Yeah, it's not. Ooh. Oh! 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 This dude flew out here missing it. Oh my gosh, he pieced that boy up. That boy lost right now. Oh my
Thing already over. Goddamn.
Goodness gracious.
Thing already motherfucking over.
Yeah, you want to be over there and ooh.
Oh, well, I guess it's not over. It's the end of the round.
Sure should have been over, man. That boy is still out of it. He don't know where he at right now.
He done though.
It's over, bro. Lemieux is done.
But that kind of that lines up with the night. Shit.
That's probably why they took so damn long. They like, man, it's probably gonna be a 2-minute fight. We gotta make sure we get our money's worth for all this venue we paid for. Damn it.
Damn, nigga, the fight already over.
Yeah, bro, he's about to get up there out there. If David Benavidez don't get him out this round, boy, he weak. Because that boy right now, he don't even know where he's at right now.
I know. I was like, that's what I was finna say. He didn't even look like he could have easily stopped it right there. I don't understand why he even allowed it to continue to go. He's gonna come out, bro. And as soon as the first exchange happens, he's gonna call it. The ref. What?
Nah, he ain't call it yet, but it's about to be over, bro. Lemieux don't even know where he's at right now, man. He's getting. Oh my God! He knocked him. Oh! He knocked that man through the ropes.
I told you, bro. I was like, he didn't even know where the hell he was at.
Why he let him keep fighting, bro? Oh my God!
I told you, man. They was trying to set it up, man. They trying to make him look amazing, like. Man, boxing ain't shit, man. They should have been called this. This is crazy, bro. You know what's going on right now,
bro? Lemieux is looking like he about to.
Why has the fight not been stopped though? Does that make any sense to you?
No clue, bro. Lemieux doesn't even have a chance, bro.
Bro, I'm like, they really trying to just get this man. They want him to be sleep.
Yeah, they want him. They want to put this man on the meme.
They want a viral moment, my nigga.
Yeah, they about to. Showtime's like, we need our ratings up.
We need to build David Benavidez the way up here. So let's make sure, because I'm like, this is cold-blooded what they're doing to David Lemieux. They should have stopped it after the first exchange.
Bro,
he's getting
he got knocked
murdered with that uppercut. Over. I'll say this, though. Benavidez looks amazing, though.
He looks good, but I'm like, man, Lemieux is just, bro, look how small he is, man. No disrespect to him, man.
Yeah, I was going to say that, too. I'm like, David Lemieux looks like he should even be in that weight class, and technically he shouldn't because he's actually he's fought the majority of his
fights at 154 or 160?
160.
Yeah, bro, like, if he don't get him out of this, get him out this round, bro, David Benavidez is crazy, man.
That's going to be mad disappointing, but he will. I'm like, technically, he should have been out. I feel like this is just, oh, my God, it's about to be over. But I'm like, technically, I'm like, really, it shouldn't still be going on. I'm like, why are they doing this to this brother? It doesn't make any sense to me. I'm like, I respect David Lemieux, obviously, but I just feel like he's old. David Lemieux is already at the end of his career, man. If anybody who knows who David Lemieux's history, there's not much left in his career, really. That's why he took this fight. So what's the point of it? Even though he is earning my respect. I will say that.
Yeah, he's keep fighting. I give him that. Yeah, but it's just like, bro, he's been out of it, bro. He's just in there.
I'm like, this is unnecessary, bro.
He's taking unnecessary head damage.
This fight is crazy, Ebony and Sweet. It's wild. Definitely shouldn't be going this long. David Lemieux doesn't know how to get away from the uppercut from Benavidez. He's gonna end up. Oh my God! Oh no. Why are they allowing this, man?
He survived the round.
But I just don't understand why they allow this.
Money.
Okay, well, yeah, you're right. Oh, you're right. It's just sad, man. I'm just like, there's no reason my brother should be or this brother should be taking this amount of damage, man. We all see how this outcome's gonna end up going. There's no reason for this to continue on, man. It's just not right. By the way, if y'all up in here, y'all didn't hit the like button, man. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel, man. All that good stuff. Happy Saturday to the people, man. Hopefully y'all enjoy your Saturday.
Oh. She had twerking for a little low.
Oh, I was wrong.
That man is taking a lot of head damage right now, man.
If I was his corner, I'd call it. I'd throw the towel in, bro.
Bro, he really went through the ropes, bro.
What would you do if you were his corner right now? What would you do?
After the third round, I'm gonna see if he can kind of keep fighting. But you gotta think though, man. He putting all that work in training camp, like you don't want to just, have to just call it in the quits. Like if he feel like he can fight, all right, go ahead. You know what I mean? But like if he's not responsive, he's not out there showing that. You feel me? I'm gonna throw in the towel. You know what I'm saying? That's like if you train all basketball and then you twist your ankle, you want the coach to just take you out.
I respect that. It's just,
I feel you though. Like we looking at it as like, man, brother, you got a lot of life to live. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But in the moment, it's like he has a warrior spirit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I like the body work from David Lemieux. It's not bad at all. He got him stuck up against the ropes right now for Benavidez. If I was David Lemieux, that's where you work against the body. But I guess he's a little bit more, scared or careful about getting countered off some of those shots. That uppercut, man, that's going to be the death of Lemieux. It's about to be over right here, guys. They're going to call it. This fight's over here. If they continue this fight, this is bullshit. David Lemieux doesn't even look like he has his legs under him. Oh! They about to call this, man. Yeah, it's over. Call it. Yeah, thank you. You gonna make him take all that punishment when you could have called it after the first round?
You could have not called after that knockdown,
Stupid
bro.
as fuck. That's bad, ref. That's bad refereeing right there, man.
Let me turn this fight off, man.
Yeah, me too, man. That was disappointing.
I don't know what that was, man.
It's bullshit.
I ain't gonna lie. I thought we was gonna go all the way like to 10 something.
That's it, man. I thought, man, I was going to like 12. Yeah, same shit. What makes me mad is we waited all that time for that fight, and it was some bullshit. I would have been more satisfied if they would have stopped it after the first knockout, because I would have been like, damn, that was fire. You just gonna randomly go in between an exchange and say, that's it, I'm done seeing it? When you had multiple times you could have stopped the fight before that? That's some bullshit, man. Do you want to see David Benavidez versus Canelo?
Not really. I want to see Benavidez versus Boo Boo. That's what I want to see.
I want to see Benavidez versus Caleb Plant. Let's get that shit out the way. Or
Charlo.
Let's get the PBC fights, boys out the way, man. But Canelo, man, he got bigger fish to fry. That's some bullshit, man. Fans wanted a knockout, and they could have got one, but the ref took that away. They could have just made that a first round knockout. Everyone buzzed like, damn, that boy cold. But instead, he allowed David Lemieux just to get this. But supposedly, Benavidez said next up, that's what he wants. He wants Charlo. He wants Caleb Plant. You know what I'm saying? He wants Boo Boo. He said he's not going to move up until he fights those three names. So,
hey, you see what we got on right
now? Cap City. Ooh. We'll see, though. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to say this right now. Appreciate the people. Appreciate everybody that came in. How you feeling, man? You got anything you want to say to people? You want to stay on any longer? How you feeling, man?
You know, guys.
You got a spot you finna pull up to tonight?
Yeah. He said it's called Clifton's or something like that. It's not that far from where I'm at. I can walk there. That's why I was saying I might just probably wear my ends, man. At the end of the day, man, it's about your mouthpiece, not about your feet.
So we appreciate everybody up in this goddamn thing who dropped in. Please hit the like button if you do a rewatch on this motherfucker. You already know what it is. BlakGooseTV, man. The more we continue to do what we do, grow, Tell y'all, man. We ain't on the other bullshit, man. We us through and throughout. So we appreciate everybody come up in here. Hey, special salute to Max sending money to everybody.
Yeah, on me.
Hey,
I
come
mean,
in here
Santa
whenever
Claus.
you
He said,
want.
"Well, you naughty or
Yeah.
nice."
I mean, I'm like, shit. Come in here whenever you want if that's what your agenda is on. Even if not, nah, just fuck around with you. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody up on this thing. Go Green. Late than a motherfucker. What's good with it? Go Green. Oh, thick joint just hit me back. Said just got out the shower.
Flu going out.
Shit, am I going out? Should I try to keep it in? What's good, brother? I just came in. What's good, Go Green? We was on our way out, man. We
Never been
finna
to Benavidez, easy.
yeah, let them know.
Knockout, easy.
Yeah.
Or
Was
TKO,
you
really.
surprised by that outcome at all, Zed? Let me ask you that. Was you how do you let me just real quick, we're not gonna be on much longer. Just recap the fight in your opinion. How you feel about it?
It was cool. Oh yeah, it was just cool. It was a mismatch from the jump.
Y'all see the yawn with it. Y'all see the yawn.
It just was a mismatch from the jump, in my opinion.
Y'all see the yawn. So yeah, my recap was they could have stopped it in the first round, but they decided to try and keep it. I don't know. I guess they wanted to make people feel like they got their money's worth by making it go to the third round, but they should have stopped it in the first round. It was stupid. I was supposed to say just got out of the shower, done deal. Yeah, I'm finna hit her back. See what's up. You know what I'm saying? Weirdo. Salute to the people. Go Green. Appreciate you coming in late. Said not really. I don't know what to it, but salute to you, man. I appreciate you as always, man. You one of the loyal supporters up on the channel, so I appreciate you, Go Green, man. But we're gonna get up out of here, man. David Benavidez won by third round. I guess TKO. It really should have been a knockout first round if the ref was doing his job. Second, are you sure it wasn't third round?
Well, remember he was in the corner in the end of the first round. He was just going crazy, and then he knocked him down in the second round.
So it was second round TKO, even though it should have been a first round knockout. So anyway, that's so stupid. Why would you take that away from somebody? But wasn't really worth the squeeze of the orange juice. But hey, we was here. We're gonna be back again next week, and as always, make sure y'all look out for the Fluence and Zen podcast as well. We're gonna be dropping that as well. And we appreciate everybody who came up in here, man. We're gonna keep doing what we do, and as long as you keep showing love, there's no reason to never stop. And stay up, people. Blessings, positivity to the people. Go Green, the real fight is next week. Yes, we're gonna be back next week. I'm gonna do everything in my power. I'm gonna be out of town next week, but I'm gonna do everything in my power. We can get this Fluence lines because I'm like Rolly versus.
If anything,
Tank
if you
is the
can't,
shit.
host it on your stuff, I'll just host it, and you could just kind of do your phone or something. Yeah,
that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. Whoa, look, Zen. That's why this nigga is here, man. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm like, there's no even if, ands, or but. That's what we're gonna have to do. So Zen's gonna host it. He's gonna invite me in. So we're gonna be here next weekend, and it's gonna be lit. I can't wait for that fire shit. So yeah, absolutely. So you will Go Green. Maybe gonna drop some content tomorrow. Maybe not. Y'all already know. Y'all know how Sundays are. There if, ands, or buts. I forgot to give y'all a daily check-in today, so I didn't give you guys a daily check-in. I probably won't post it because it'll be fake now, but just daily check-in. It's late. Just make sure y'all get something in. Enjoy your day. Make sure y'all get something in. You know what I'm saying? Don't be lazy. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Enjoy the rest of y'all Saturday night. Maybe look out for us tomorrow. If not, we for sure gonna be back Monday. We appreciate all the love. We appreciate everything y'all do. And we appreciate all the support. But as for now, we out. Blessings, positivity, salutations.